case you didn't know, during the Civil War, Colt's factory actually burned down. One of the reasons why Remington got a huge boost in popularity. On topic of revolvers, at the Battle of Franklin, um, Gerald Optic, I can't really pronounce his name, of the Union, he was a brigadier general. But he personally led his men in a charge to inspire them during counterattack. He drew his revolver, shot 6 Confederates, then beat the other one to death with it so hard the revolver broke in two. Then he picked up a rifle and kept fighting. This is a man who's supposed to be in the back on a horse, by the way. Not supposed to charge up here. Same battle, actually. You know Douglas MacArthur, general from World War II?
Yeah.
His father was in this battle. I kid you fucking not. His name was Arthur MacArthur. He wasn't even Arthur MacArthur. He was Arthur MacArthur Jr., which means his father was also named Arthur MacArthur. So yeah, I guess he had a family lineage of jokers.
I'd say so.
Drawing Franklin, he suffered 2 gunshot wounds, a bayonet stab, and was trampled by his own men. But he kept on living long enough to have Douglas MacArthur. Oh, hey, Golden.
Howdy. But probably won't be talking too much because my voice, my throat still hurts a bit. But I'll try to be present for this. If it still is happening.
I think so, but I think some folks have left for the time being. I'll probably be back.
Ah, gotcha.
Continue to tell Civil War facts while I am gone.
Golden's here.
Hi, Golden.
Howdy. I'm here. I won't be talking too much because my throat hurts, but I'll still be here. And try my best.
I gotta go throw something away, so I'll be right back.
You ever heard of the Swamp Angel?
Not off the top of my head.
It was, at the time, the longest shot made with artillery. There's a crazy story behind it. Was they wanted to get back for Fort Sumter in 1864. So roll out this giant 200-pounder parrot gun to bomb Charleston with fire bombs. But they can't set it up anywhere because it's all just marshland. The gun would sink. They spent a week building a specialized platform for it to be on. The whole time under the watch and fire of Confederates. The lieutenant appointed to the construction ordered to have 18-foot tall men sent to him. Then when that order obviously he got ignored because they thought it was a joke, he ordered the surgeon to take 3 6-foot tall men and splice them together. He got fired afterward. A better engineer replaced him. They built the platform under significant delay and problems. The whole time they had to send men with repeaters out to ward off rebel attacks on boats. They finally finish the gun, and they fire at Charleston. They fire a couple rounds, and then the barrel explodes. And they basically did all of that for nothing. They did next to no damage, but it really did scare people and caused a little bit of mass hysteria.
Right.
No one wants a chance of firebombs falling on their head. There was a Prussian and a British journalist, both in a hotel, quite close to where the shots were landing, and they were betting with each other where the next one would hit. And at one point, the British guy bets $100 that the next round will hit the hotel, and the Prussian puts $1 up against that, saying that, well, it doesn't matter if you win because we're all going to be dead anyways. Well, in the end, the Prussian got his dollar. Would have kind of been ironic though if the shell did actually hit the hotel.
Yeah,
the barrel.
there were a lot of observers in the Civil War.
Yep. Eventually, like I said, the barrel just got really worn out, and the artillery commander in charge there had a feeling it was going to explode anyways, so he tied a really long string to the friction, what's it called? Friction primer or whatever the thing whichever they used to fire the cannon is. And well, that ended up saving their life because, like I said, it did explode. It was a huge waste of time, really. Was the longest shots ever made in combat with artillery up to that point, though.
Hey, Golden, do you know where Soren is?
I do not. I assume that he might have fallen asleep and hasn't woken up yet.
Is he not answering texts or whatever?
Yeah, I called him on my phone once, but I can try to call him again. Let me see here. Phone. I don't know if he has his phone on vibrate.
Hope not. I hope it's annoying him very much. No sleep for him.
No sleep.
But I say we give him 5 more minutes.
Oh no, he didn't pick up.
Darn it. He might show up late.
Sounds good.
So, we should probably go around and introduce everybody's character again, since we have a new player talk. So, we'll start in reverse order. Golden.
Howdy. Should I introduce my character or should I say a little bit? Introduce myself.
Your character.
Okay. I am playing a Dragonborn sheriff. I mean, a Dragonborn that wields 2 sabers, both made out of silver. They call themselves sheriff, going by no other sort of name that they've really given to the group. Wear a little fancy little hat. They got the spurs. They got everything, and sort of like rushed into combat with their two-bladed weapons, sort of going ham on whatever sort of enemies we're sort of up against. Maybe it's a little bit scarier than a gun. Maybe not. They seem to relish in bloodlust a lot.
Indeed. Fucking 61 damage over here.
It'll probably never happen again.
It will probably never happen again. That is correct.
Waste on the basic wolf.
On a basic wolf, yeah.
You can summon those, you know?
Alright, I could summon those. If I need to do 61 damage again, I'll summon another.
No! Don't kill your pet wolf!
I
God
won't
damn
kill
it.
no wolf unless they try to kill me.
A little bit of kindred spirits there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharp. Go ahead and tell us about your character.
Well, I'm Sergeant James Sharp, Texas Ranger. Uh, Born in Kentucky. Unfortunately, where I was born is no longer extant due to Sherman's march through Louisville. So, been doing this Texas Ranger thing for a while. Not bad at it. I enjoy my work. That's really the size of it.
Gotcha. And Bob, let us know about your character.
Union veteran, Robert Foster, but you can just call him Bob. Served for a while, Colorado Infantry. Seen some stuff. Doesn't really care too much to talk about it. So pretty adept marksman, and generally kind of just handy in most things. Out here just solve and gropey and get back to the war because he doesn't really have too much left.
Which, yes, the war is still going.
I need to change a bit of my backstory then.
It's at a stalemate, though, so it's not.
Is it still the ceasefire or?
Yeah, it's still the ceasefire.
Alright, just need to change war to ceasefire, and then that backstory is fine.
Awesome. And Doc, who are you playing?
A Polish immigrant born in Prussian-occupied Poland, uh, came here as an observer from the University of Krakow to see the new science in action on the field. Decided he liked it and stayed.
Nice.
And what brings you to Death Valley, California? I assume the same thing that what brings everybody, which is a supernatural pull to this location, thanks to
That
werewolfism.
that and it is close to where everyone gets their ghost rock, which is useful for my trade.
Indeed. Which, as you can see on the map, this wagon represents the party's current location, which isn't quite at Death Valley yet. about another day's ride away from Death Rock, Death Valley. Not Death Rock, Dead Rock. That's it. I had to check my notes. But yeah. So we're going to pick up where we left off after the wolf encounter.
Have we gotten on the road yet? Or were we just wrapping up at the camp?
Road? There is no road.
Well, back on our travels.
So you're on your travels when you see a big plume of smoke in the distance. It's about about 100 yards to the east. And you're traveling currently like southwest towards Dead Rock.
Y'all think we should take a look at that?
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I think so.
And so you ride towards the east. More so southeast, due to the fact that this plume of smoke is moving south.
I'm gonna hang back in the rear of our formation.
Alright. You ride up to a steam wagon, puttering along through the wastes of Death Valley.
Can we see who's operating this wagon? Or are we approach it from the rear?
Doc, explain what your character looks like operating this steam wagon.
Well, the steam wagon, for starters, seems like it's half house, half steam wagon. But in the front of what looks like it's been taken from a trolley, you see a bald man with a bushy beard and spectacles driving along, and he looks at you all as you ride up next to him.
Well,
Where are you headed?
What's his word? Death Valley?
We're going the same way. Want to come with? Safety in numbers and all that.
As long as this is not a holdup.
where'd you get that at, if you don't mind me asking?
Bought and modified it.
And where'd you get the money for such a contraption?
Life savings.
Is it also your house?
House, store. I do repairs.
Like regular old repairs, or he just generally gestures towards the machinery of the wagon? That sort of repairs.
The man shrugs. I do repairs.
Well, okay then. Don't see why we can't all ride together.
Yes,
Yep.
sounds fine. Good thing you want bandits, though. He says, pulling out a shotgun from under his seat.
Oh,
Well,
sir, we ain't no bandits. You shouldn't concern yourself with those thoughts. Well, suppose it is California. Maybe you should.
yeah, no telling what's out and about around here.
I just generally give Sharp a look, as if he's part of the problem.
As you're talking, a wolf does pop its head out the window and proceeds to get yelled at by the guy in a language you likely don't understand.
Is there any like signs of domestication on this wolf, like a collar or something?
It has a red bandana.
Well, I'll stay in my hand if that's the case.
Sorry, is guard dog.
Just smart to have one of those when you're traveling alone.
It's smarter to have 5.
Very true.
As 5 more heads pop up.
That's fair.
How do you keep them all fed?
Lots of bacon.
I wish I had lots of bacon.
Don't we all?
Hey,
And
you don't care.
and when bacon's scarce, they hunt.
I'd rather save my money. You need nothing but a bit of hardtack and coffee to keep yourself running.
Maybe true for you.
I'd draw some of the raw meat from the wolves we killed earlier, and go to offer it to the wolves that hesitate, thinking of the moral implications behind it.
Wolf seems to really want that meat.
And the wolf gets yelled at again in the language you don't understand.
Sorry about that, mister. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah. You meet up with a scientist, it looks like. A repairman. And you all enter the town of Deadlands.
Dun dun
So,
dun.
how about big is this town?
So, around the town is sort of a shanty town of makeshift houses and all the like, while there are pristine looking buildings in the center of the town.
Well, if we're presently about to be riding through the shanty town, just out of common sense and precaution, I'll keep my hand close to my firearm.
And same.
The steam wagon may be too big to actually fit into the town. But we shall see.
I can drive it around it.
As a stable master starts walking towards you guys from the stables. Well, howdy, folks. If you want to put your tokens on the board here.
This is just purely for roleplay purposes, right?
Purely for roleplay purposes. Yeah.
Mischievous about this. Ain't nothing mysterious about this man at all. Say the board hadn't changed for me.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Same.
oh. Forgot to drag you guys.
Yeah, might be helpful there.
But as you can see, there are multiple buildings in this town. They even have their own bank.
That's a well-built shanty town.
No, 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 no. Like I said, these buildings are all like pristine, like maintained buildings, while the houses and stuff around are kind of like not so taken care of.
Weird's going on here.
And there's a lot of like tents and stuff set up outside the town as well. But there's a bunch of people milling about in the street that aren't like represented by tokens or anything like that.
Ah, okay.
But please place your tokens here.
Alrighty. What did I do with my token? There we go.
Say, if I rolled scrutinize, could I take a closer inspection of the buildings around here, just from a glance? Not actually getting off my horse to go touch them or anything.
You want to inspect the buildings?
Yeah, just if there's anything strange about them, like electrical lights or bullet holes in the side, that sort of thing.
Roll me a notice check.
All right, let me find that real quick.
Oh, sorry, it would be search in classic, not notice.
I was under the. Oh yeah, I guess it would be search. I was gonna roll scrutinize, but I don't quite know if that's applicable.
I'd say it's applicable. Well, scrutinize is more for like people, observing people.
Yeah. Oh, also I have more. I have more in search. I'd rather roll that. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm trying to drag my token over, but it's not working.
Did you set your token?
I believe I did. Yeah. No.
Here, I'll drag it over and then give you
Okay.
control.
There we go. I think that's what we had to do last time.
There we go.
Okay.
Now you should have control over your token. Try moving it.
Yep. We're good.
Alright, perfect. So this character walks up to you guys. Evening! Well, morning, I should say.
Morning.
Howdy.
On into you.
Yeah, like we'll give a nod.
Uh, he looks at the giant contraption in front of him. Well, I run I'm the stable master here. If you need a place to rest your horses, it is $5 for the night.
I turn to the rest of the party and ask, "Do we plan on staying here this long, or should we wait before agreeing to such a deal?"
What time of day is it, Marshall?
It is like 8 in the morning.
Oh, then no, we can keep going.
But
Only reason I came here is because of that funny feeling.
this is definitely where that funny feeling is leading.
Okay. All right then. Uh, let's see. Check my inventory.
Heck, I've got enough money for it, but always be stingy.
It's very true.
You can always negotiate.
I'm not
If
quite
you
a talker.
if you don't want to pay $5.
Do I have persuasion? I do not. Does anybody else have persuasion?
No, sir.
Uh, Plan B. Okay. I look at the guy and say, charge him $5 a day for a stable? Is it gold plated? Roll ridicule.
What
That work? Yeah, okay.
do I have to roll?
Uh, Pose check. Hold on, let me pull it up. I have to look it up. Sorry.
It's fine. We're all. I wouldn't say we're all new, but we're treating this
Well,
like everybody's new.
hey, that works because I may have made a bunch of characters before, but I've never actually gotten to play because the one campaign I was in before this one shut down after like one session.
Yeah, I haven't played since I was a teenager, so I might
Oh,
as well be new.
right. According to this, it says ridicule is an opposed roll versus an opponent's ridicule, and if they don't have it, they default to their smarts.
Okay, gonna default to smarts.
Oh,
7 versus a 15. Yeah. He's like, hey now, I don't want no trouble. How about $3?
how about 450 for everybody? That's 3 horses and a wagon that you don't have to feed.
I'd wager that's a good deal.
All right. 450.
All right,
That would be fine.
I pay the man.
Thank you kindly. And he'll take your horses and set them up in the stables.
What was that man speaking? Talking $5? That's nearly a third my old salary. Monthly salary.
Well, I don't mind overpaying a little bit, but that much is highway robbery.
His remote location. He can afford it as only game in town.
You got a good point. Suppose also all the ghost rock around the region might have enriched the local population, but then I take a look to my behind and see all those shanty tents and whatnot, and I start to think otherwise. Perhaps it only enriched a certain portion of the population of this town.
I
But
wager that's a good summary.
further down the thoroughfare, there's a perfect place for you to park your steam wagon and set up shop if you like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. And around you is a tailor slash clothing slash armor store. There's the bank, uh, weapon store. Here, I should be doing this. So the clothing, the tailor clothing and armor shop is here. Bank.
Okay.
After the wagon is set up, he will pull a sign down from the side of it that says Doc's Wagon, uh, repairs and general wellness.
Are you gonna focus on your store for the day?
Yeah, likely. I got $2.50 to my name. I need money.
All right. Go ahead and is there a profession?
Probably, but I mostly have tinkering and general medicine.
Yeah, professional. Um. Well, roll me a straight knowledge for me then. At a -4.
So that would be 15.
Yep, that would be 15. So you get quite a bit of business. Uh, People come up, telling you, "Oh, my gun's kind of shooting to the left. Will you take a look at it?" Um, my gun needs cleaning. My Yeah, it's mostly guns. People are mostly coming to you with their guns.
I would assume so.
Is the gun store just a store, or is there also like a professional gunsmith there?
So it is just a store. They get stock in.
All right. Is there a
Which would
post office around here?
The post office is mixed in with the bank.
All right.
If you'd like to head down there.
I don't need to go there. Yeah, I'm just curious if there was one.
Yeah.
them not being a gunsmith would explain the amount of, hey, I need my gun fixed.
But you get a lot of orders in, and you can knock them out during the night when pretty easy. You're like, come back in a day, come back in a day, come back in a day. We'll get your shit done.
Now that we're actually at Dead Rock, I don't exactly feel cured or nothing. So what do you suppose we should go and do here?
Well,
Well,
there's a saloon.
This is always a saloon.
well, we're
Every
in the
good
middle of
story.
nowhere. What else would you do but drink?
Fair.
And it seems to be pretty lively even during the day. Uh, People are going in and out. Uh, there's piano music playing in there.
Hmm. Well, I'll go check it out.
Are there any local rules about carrying firearms here?
It doesn't seem like it. Everybody has basically a fucking.
Well, in that case, then I won't feel obligated to relieve myself of my rifle, even though it might look a little weird to be carrying around on my shoulder. In fact, I'll put everything except my immediate personal effects, my equipment, and my haversack on my horse. So that includes like my backpack and my tent.
Yeah.
You're welcome to leave them in the steam wagon for the record if you want more protection.
Well, we paid for the stables. I mean, for that price, they better be giving a damn good service.
Oh yeah. You see like a couple guards posted outside the stables. In fact, you see guards posted at every store.
Hmm.
Well, seems like to be a pretty good job here. You don't need much in the way of actual competence, and you can just stand around and look mean with a gun.
When
Very
Um,
true.
suddenly someone is thrown out of the saloon by a big 8 foot tall uh you could only call him a half orc.
Okay.
well,
Oh,
anyone with enough muscle and stupidity can do that.
And he tells the man, "This is your third time. Third time. Don't ever let me see you back here again." And the man scrambles to his feet and curses and stumbles away, falling into the horse shit in the middle of the road
ooh.
and just kind of slumping there, passed out.
Someone can't hold their liquor.
But also up by the mayor's house that you can see up on the hill is the sheriff's office.
Okay.
I take it they're not too good at their job if they need to hire so many personal guards around here.
Well, some county sheriffs are just content to collect the tax money.
Awful too many of those around these days.
Agreed. Behan down in Deadwood is about the most useless dandy I have ever run across.
So you should go to the north. You'll find the crime there ain't nearly so bad.
Yeah, but the people are worse.
That's rich coming from the likes of you.
Not as much as it is you saying that the people are better up there.
Well, to each their own. And besides, you judge men one man at a time. Better not to generalize.
Depends on if it's a general or not.
Oh yeah, you got a handful of those, don't you?
Yep.
And so what do you guys want to do?
Oh, I'm gonna head to the sheriff's office because law enforcement checking in kind of thing.
Frankly, I'll just tag along. I don't really have anything better to do, and I don't quite want to walk into a bar fully equipped and armed because it doesn't quite give the right look. First impressions count and all that. It's not like
Very true.
it's not like I'm just walking in with a gun. I mean, I've got a cartridge belt and a cartridge box and a bayonet scabbard. It's just, I really look like I'm ready for war.
All right. And what about you, Golden? What do you want?
Uh, hmm. I think I'm mostly just sort of following around, not really trying to draw too much attention to myself, as I'm trying to like get a feel for like the scene, the feel for the people.
Say, Golden, all this talk about sheriffs, ain't you one?
Yeah, I guess you can say that. Bit of a sheriff myself.
What's your jurisdiction?
uh, Nanya.
Read the badge, son. There's no such thing as none of your business to a ranger.
um, I don't think that my jurisdiction really matters. All I had to know is that I'm just sheriff. You address me as that, nothing more, nothing less, and we keep it at that.
Well, let's see your badge, sheriff.
I don't go showing my badge willy-nilly. Bit uncomfortable with that whole shebang. You just gonna have to take my word for it.
You have a habit of pissing off outlaws to the point that they might hunt you down for your profession.
Yeah,
Son,
that's true.
wearing this badge makes me a target for every Jim Dandy who thinks he can draw faster than me.
You don't need to draw
Regardless.
faster. You just need to sneak up from behind. Or be like me, sit 200 yards out and take you before you can even put hands on that leather.
I mean, yeah, that's one way to handle it. For cowards.
No such thing as honor, only the one who lives.
Keep telling yourself that, Yankee.
Alright, move it along. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Let's.
Well, then off to the sheriff's office we walk as we argue.
Yep.
Alright. Alright. Um. What are you gonna do, Doc? You gonna stay at your store? You've gotten a lot of orders in, so you got your work cut out for you tonight.
Yeah. After after it seems like I've gotten enough of them, like to the point where it'll fill up all the time I have, I will pull up the sign just to symbolize it's closed and join the men's saloon.
Oh, they're going to the sheriff's office, not the
Oh,
saloon.
then yeah, the sheriff's office. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, I knew it was the sheriff's office, but I said saloon for some reason. I don't know.
All right.
So place your tokens here, please.
Let's see if it'll let me do it this time. Click, drag, drop. Nothing. Nothing. And
Oh,
nothing.
before he leaves his uh store,
Oh, hey, it worked.
steam wagon, he yells in, listen to Nadia, she's smartest of you," before shutting the door.
Nice.
Can you move your token sharp?
Yes.
Perfect.
Not here.
All right. So you see one of the deputies sitting out on the porch. You see the mayor's house up there. This character isn't it? Right there. Second.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So, uh, yeah. You see deputies sitting out on the porch,
All
watching
right.
y'all as you walk up.
How many deputies are there?
There seems to just be one deputy sitting out on.
Well, slowly walk up to the porch and ask the deputy, "Sheriff in?"
Huh, huh. Uh, who might you fellas be?
I look at him and arch an eyebrow because, I'm not hiding the fact that I'm a Texas Ranger. So obviously I'm not dealing with a genius caliber intellect here. Sergeant Sharp, Texas Ranger.
Ranger, all the way out here. What's a ranger doing here?
I would assume ranging.
Nice one. Well, right now I'm after a fugitive I've heard of in your neck of the woods. Running them down as we speak, but I figured I'd check in with local law enforcement. See if y'all are having any trouble with anything.
Yeah. You can go on in.
Okay.
He
Enjoy your nap.
He's like slumps back in his chair. He had a lever action like Winchester across his lap this entire time.
Which way was the barrel pointing, north or south?
Towards the town.
So that'd be south. Okay. Can't fault him for that one. Sleeping is not good, but at least he's pointing the gun in the general direction that it needs to be pointed. So, I guess I walk on in.
Yep, and you guys can walk in as well. Since
Yeah, I'll follow.
you seem to be a part of a posse. And you see 3 other men in this little sheriff's place with all 3 of them behind desks. One of them definitely looks to be the sheriff. Other 2 are deputies doing paperwork.
That's fair. Alright, I'll slowly walk over to the sheriff's desk, nod at the deputies as I pass if they look at me. Sheriff, Sergeant Sharp, Texas Rangers. Any problems in this neck of the woods?
A ranger, eh?
Everybody seems so surprised to hear that.
Well, yeah, not exactly your jurisdiction.
Well, from what I understand from my oath of service, my jurisdiction ends about the same range as my gun. So, there you have that. But,
I'm just busting your balls. Rangers always welcome here.
glad to hear it.
Raise an eyebrow at that.
Especially since y'all like to do a little bit of bounty hunting.
Nothing wrong with supporting ourselves on the side. You got anything interesting?
Yeah, I do. But it's a job from the mayor. You might wanna go talk to him yourself. I'll give you a note so you can get past the guards.
Alright.
Why does an elected official need such heavy guards? Can't he speak to his own people?
Well, there's been many attempts on his life recently.
Must not be as popular as he was when he was elected, huh?
Well, there's some people that, no matter what you do, you can't please.
That's fair. Is my there you are.
But I do got something else, if you're interested.
I'm listening.
You see, there was There's some mines nearby. That's where most of these townsfolk work.
Makes sense. Gold or ghost rock?
Silver.
Well, surprise me.
Uh, since you're a ranger, I guess I can tell you this outright. Think we might have a one of them windy things.
Let's see. Let's see. I can
Roll
roll
occult.
something. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Knowledge occult. But yeah, no.
When someone else can roll occult.
I don't have much in the way of knowledge of the supernatural.
Suddenly,
I
Soren's
guess
character is there.
I rolled a 23.
Nice.
You think he's trying to say Wendigo?
Uh, we like come around the corner with like uh a small piece of like bread in our closet. We went to like the general store and grabbed some. And we just sort of clear our throat and just say, Wendigo?
Yeah,
Wendigo, huh?
one of those things.
Hmm.
Whatever it is, it's thin, it's white, it's hurting people up there in the mines.
I see.
Not the greatest of places to be hunting something, but we can take a look.
No, but makes sense for it. Wendigos are quite cannibalistic. I hope you haven't lost anybody to it.
Not yet, but the doctor's got his work cut out for him with one patient. Just about ripped his arm off.
Hmm. Well, that is not. Perhaps we can meet with this person to learn more details.
Yeah, I'll give you the doctor's address. He doesn't live here in town. He lives a little ways outside on a homestead.
And how far away is the mine?
The mine, about, well, you can ride there pretty quick. About 5 hours.
There's a nod. I see. I'll mark on the map where the doctor's place and the mine is, and we'll go and take a look.
It's a doctor's place on the way to the mine.
Hopefully.
It doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. So we'll have to make an extra trip, basically.
But
uh,
the doctor's house is not very far from the town itself.
I'd I'd assume that you guys aren't sending any more people out, right?
No, mine's closed until we get this figured out.
Good.
So
Just wanted to know how
we'd
quickly.
be very appreciative if some strong folk could take care of this problem for us. And as you can
Well,
see, me and my deputies are busy at the moment.
Thrud like tears a piece of bread off and like looks at it for a few seconds, almost as if he's not fully paying attention, before asking, how appreciative are we talking in numbers?
Um, well, you'd have to speak to the mayor about that. He's the one that gets to dish out the money.
I'm not too worried over it, but I know my companions might have some complaints if we return with a couple dollars for such a job.
Oh no,
Especially
no, no. You might you might walk away with a couple ingots of silver.
considering the fact that it appears the economy of this fine town relies on said mine, I imagine the compensation would be great.
Oh, lucrative.
There's a nod. We will see what we can do then. That no one else needs to get hurt.
Agreed.
Of course, that's our primary concern, not payment.
DM, real quick.
Yeah.
With 23, at least one raise. I don't know how many raises it was, but because it doesn't break it down fully. Um, in terms of Wendigos, what would I know about them generally speaking? Like, can they be exorcised? Are they supernatural spirits? Are they? Because there's a bunch of different folklores surrounding what Wendigos are. Are they beast human turned into a beast? What are they in this?
They are humans possessed by the spirit of hunger.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, rock salt is a good deterrent.
I see.
But fire cleanses all.
Like fire from a gun or fire? No.
Like lighting them on fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Bullets will slow it down, but you're gonna want to use fire.
Burn it. Yeah. Okay. So it's a person possessed by spirit of hunger.
Okay.
All right. Good to know. We're just gonna nod to the other person and say, if you want to go sort the details out with the mayor, I suggest you do so before we leave town. We should probably uh, head as quickly as we can, though. Where are the others? Are they with us?
Yes,
That was Adam.
everybody
Okay.
is everybody's there in the room.
This town makes very good bread.
It is actually pretty good bread from what you can taste.
This town makes pretty good bread, and it makes pretty good bread, if you know what I mean.
Nice.
Oh, did we rest? By the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
You had the rest of the night to rest.
I raise, which I don't think does anything on this. But I activate benediction on all this. You guys have to sit through it. We force you to. You all have to sit through a prayer. It's like 20 minutes. It's a sermon and a prayer. It happens in the morning though, so it doesn't happen here, and it lasts all day.
And
Nice.
what does it do?
Uh, you all get a +1 to all guts checks until the next sunset, and the first wound, which is done to you, does not exist. It never happens.
Nice.
Treat it as if a white fate chip had canceled that wound.
That'll work.
It's gone. It's reduced to atoms.
It is gone and reduced to atoms. But the mayor's house is just up the way. If you guys want to go talk to him.
We don't really care about the money aspect of this all. It's more about just helping the town.
Well,
But
Yeah.
there's a second
Hmm.
job that the mayor
Oh.
himself has requested.
Yep.
I see. So if you wanted to go and inquire about that as well.
Which I will do, since I have the note that'll let me get past the guards.
While they are doing this, Yannick will go back to his store and get working on those guns.
Okay, can you make me
Tinkering.
like 5 tinkering rolls?
Shit. Okay.
Okay.
Damn. Damn. What's your dice
Yeah,
size?
you
Oh, D12. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's D12,
It's two
5
raises.
plus 5 plus 5 plus 4.
Yep. And yeah, you you pretty much in the next couple hours just knock all these orders out, and that's gonna net you like $75.
Whoa.
I can almost buy half a tank of gas.
Oh, I found the difficulty and target numbers section of the rules. It's on page 27 of the 20th anniversary edition.
Yeah, most target numbers are 5.
Yeah. But every time you beat the target number by 5 points, you get that's a raise.
Mm-hmm.
So I just throwing that out there for everybody else who needs to know it.
That's good to know. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
Welcome.
factoring in your raises, you should get an additional $25. My bad.
Because it's 5 over, not every single. It's not every single time like max dice roll like it is in normal or like it is in Suede.
Right.
Correction, I can afford half a tank of gas.
Nice.
I have to take a gas. What do we have, a car?
Steam wagon.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
we do. I was joking.
Yeah.
we did.
Doc has a steam wagon.
Yeah, Mad Scientists get to start with 1 free gizmo. I chose a steam wagon.
That's really good.
Yeah. So technically,
Wait.
all of our horses are backup rations.
So your name is Doc. You have healing?
Yes, but primarily Mad Science.
Okay, gotcha. I was mostly curious because I also have healing, and it would have been really funny because my healing can also injure me. So like, if I fail, we both go to you and like we need help.
But as you walk closer and closer, suddenly a woman
Whoa! In the Wild West.
Roll initiative.
What are you doing here?
bursts out the front door and slams into you.
Which
A
of us
stagger.
is you?
Me.
The only person currently over there. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, move your tokens if you're coming over.
Yeah, please move your tokens. If
There's a
you're
second job. I'll follow just in case.
Alright.
Death
I
by
kinda-
woman.
Grunt and take a step back. And you alright, miss?
she like falls.
Well, I
Um,
reach down and try to help her out.
She's like, no time, no time, and she rushes to her feet and hops onto a horse nearby and kicks it in the sides, spinning it around and
Uh,
peeling off.
Wow.
And you see
Well.
a letter on the ground.
I pick it up and kind of wave it in the air at her. You forgot your letter!
She's already
And,
too far away for
yeah.
her to hear you.
Well, let's find out what's going on here. Read letter. Oh?
You might want to save that for.
Okay. Well, I'll tuck that in a pocket for now then.
What? I'm sorry. I was just really confused.
Stuff like that happens occasionally. Don't worry about it.
Gotcha. Do you have the conscience too? Does the DM get to tell you right before you're about to make a mistake?
Opening was potentially the mayor's mail in front of his house is probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, right, a little bit. Oh, she was probably a courier. Oh, that makes sense. Maybe. Hopefully. I hope. That makes sense. If that's not the case, then I'm gonna cry.
But
Oh, we
yeah,
should go inside.
she's nope. Come on, she's gone. Yeah, she's out of here.
Reduced to atoms.
That's unfortunate.
But the guards are like step in front of your way, like state your business. They
Sergeant
have
Sharp, Texas Rangers.
they
Oh.
have lever action carbine as well.
Okay. I hold up the note I got from the sheriff. What do you want to take this?
One of the guards snatches it from your hand and reads the note. Go on,
Okay.
man. But you're gonna leave
Much
your weapons
obliged.
with us.
Son, have you ever been to Texas?
No, and I don't really care neither.
Come now, this is their town.
I'll tell you what.
Abide by the rules.
This badge here says I get to carry my gun.
He like spits on the ground in front of you.
Are we gonna have a problem, son?
You don't hand over that gun, yeah.
We're already like, we're not handing him our gun. We're pulling our holster off and giving it to him.
So
Well, I'll
this
tell you what,
month-
son. Here you go. I pull my gun out of my holster, turn around, and I buffalo him right over the head.
What?
Oh.
You're assaulting the guard in the middle of the town?
Well, yeah, he's trying to get a Texas Ranger to disarm.
We're not in Texas. You got no
Doesn't matter.
jurisdiction here.
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna distance myself from the group. I'm already standing in the back anyways.
Pretty sure that matters.
Let's see.
I'm very glad that I am not there and just fixing guns.
I regret being here.
Big britches, so unfortunately I have to do that.
Mm.
You get
Yeah.
a fate chip for doing big britches.
Awesome.
Also, roll your quickness.
That's
You get a fate chip for big britches. You also get a bullet between the
That's
third and
5.
fourth vertebrae.
Whoever's gonna participate, roll quickness.
I'm not. I'm immediately I've already disarmed myself. I'm distancing myself.
fair. I mean, this probably wasn't smart to do, but he just literally asked a Texas Ranger to disarm.
Actually, I'd like to enter combat purely for the sake of trying to stop it.
All right, if you wanna try to stop this, roll something that'll some talking skills.
I have features, but I can just do them right now if you want, or I can do them on my theoretical turn. It's up to you.
Yeah, roll quickness.
Okay. Quickness. Consistency. What do you do in the case of ties? My dice is bigger and more. I don't know if that changes anything.
No,
Not really.
That just means that you get one card.
Gotcha. Oh, right, because yes, right, that's how quickness works out. Yeah, I'm not
Alright.
entering this on either side. I just want to end this. I just want people to stop fighting.
They also get one card. Yeah, you can just pull your card off the deck.
Oh, okay. Draw one card. Ooh, not good. All right.
One
Well,
drew. I think that was me. 7 of clubs.
yes, that's 7 of clubs. I believe it was you. I got the 5 of diamonds.
I got the 7 of hearts.
The Queen of Hearts.
Where was
I assume the 7 and the Queen are the guards.
The 7 and the queen are indeed the
Alrighty.
guards. this is the order for initiative. I'm gonna move them down the screen.
That
Fair
works.
enough.
See. I think I screwed myself trying to buffalo him though. Not because he's threatening, but because I don't actually have that fighting proficiency.
Go ahead and roll your fighting.
All right. I don't have fighting in that buffalo. Buffaloing,
We're gonna resolve your
Smack
Attack.
upside the head.
attack
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Where are you? There we go. Nimbleness. Straight fighting. I've got fight and knife, but unfortunately it doesn't work. What are the other aptitudes go for? Let's see. Shit.
You should have fighting and brawling.
Yeah, it's just brawling.
Do I?
Everybody starts with it.
Oh.
I believe, unless I'm crazy. It's like what, 1 or 2 base?
I think it's
I'm
one.
not seeing it on the sheet. I guess.
It should be a subsection underneath fighting.
Yeah, I got one for knife, and that's it. Well, there we go.
That's weird.
I'll just add fighting, brawling, and put a 1.
There we go. Okay, that works. Roll it.
That was
Wow.
a 1.
That was terrible.
Man, fate
Uh,
is not being kind to you, son.
I would like to spend a chip on that. Because that was god awful. Let's see, where are you? Chip, there we go, fate. Boom. Aha. Alright, well. Let's see, spending chips. Roll. So red chips. Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, according to the rules, I can spend a red chip to roll a bonus die and add it to this one.
Can that affect
Two.
a critical fail?
Yeah, I don't know if that negates a critical fail, though.
Well, it does if you roll it isn't 1.
That's true. Because then
'Cause it
the
would
majority of the
be-
dice isn't. Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah, good call.
Oh wait, you can't chip a critical fail.
Oh, well,
You
shit.
You can't normal chip, but if there's something special with red, I don't know.
No. No, I
And they
can't use
can't
white
reroll.
chips, but.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
you can't use a white chip, but I would
Yeah,
I would let
sucks.
you.
I have to ask, is that brawl thing a house rule? Where you get 1 brawl by default?
No, that's just normal.
No, I thought that was just normal.
No, aptitude says all heroes start with climb in 1, search in 1, sneak 1, area knowledge, home, country 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, then you don't have
You don't even
brawling,
get brawl.
my bad.
That's a negative.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was a little confused about that.
So you could go ahead and re-roll with your nimbleness -4.
And that I will do. Wow. Well, let's see. Let me delete that. Okay, so nimbleness. Boom.
Like, so 1. Round of applause. He doesn't crit fail. It's just a normal 1.
That's a hit.
Really?
Yeah.
A 1 hit? Damn.
No,
Huh?
so when you're going to hit somebody, you have to roll higher than their dodge.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how many successes you get, it's just higher than their dodge.
Oh no, I mean the roll is 1, right? Because -4.
Did you add the -4?
Well, yeah, I figured, let's see.
Oh.
It was
then-
48, and I only got, basically 2 successes on that.
Well, I'm just saying the 5. It was a 5 on the dice.
Right.
With
So
no-
5 minus 4 is 1.
Ah, then
Yeah, I did not mean
then
one
he
success.
dodges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying one success, and it doesn't matter. Success.
No. Yeah, he definitely dodged that. That was pitiful. Well, I know where to spend my XP this time.
On the bright side, it's not assault and battery yet. You didn't hit him.
Well, it will
It's
be. Give me a
it's
minute.
only attempted assault.
It's only a 10. Well, technically, assault is just any intention to hit somebody.
They're gonna try to like. So this guard, seeing you take a swing at his friend, is gonna try to crack you in the head with his rifle.
All right. Let me pull up my dodge because that'll be important very soon.
Let's see if it gets to my turn.
One success.
All right. So dodge.
Or a 5, I should say. Ooh, that's a hit.
Damn! Dude, what the
I'll
heck
take
is
it.
up with luck? Oh, I guess it was only one dice.
I was fixing to say because yeah. Why did it roll 2 dice then? Because I only have a 1 in that.
It only rolled one dice, but you have a +1 modifier, it looks like, for something.
Oh, okay.
For some reason.
Maybe I screwed that up. Let me delete that one because I don't remember that being there.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me try that again. And still rolled 2 dice. What the fuck?
Nope. Didn't roll 2 dice. Just rolled 1.
Oh.
It only rolled 1 the first time, too.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
Yeah,
showing
so
2 on my screen for some reason.
Well,
Oh.
the 1 plus 0 is just a modifier. The 2 before that is just the dice. So the 2 before that, its calculations are written like this: 2 plus 1 plus 0. That's what's
Okay.
showing up for you. The 2 was the dice roll, and the 1 plus 0 were the modifiers, because there's 2 different sections for modifiers.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's cracking you in the head.
Well, yeah.
We'll take my
Called shot or just trying to thwack me wherever he can reach?
Wherever you can reach.
Okay.
This likely
So
will burn
4 plus
benediction.
his strength, which is... That's a success and a raise.
Oh.
So
Do raises matter on damage?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh.
You're going to take 2d6 wind.
Well, let me see something here. Okay, yeah, go for it. Because I can spend a chip to negate the damage depending on how he rolls.
Oh crap! Did we get XP the first session for our chips?
Yeah.
Did I add that in? I don't think I added that in. So, no, I have 7 bounty. No, I did.
Okay.
So you take 5 wind.
5 wind. Okay, I will spend a white chip to ignore it.
Okay.
Oh.
Who's gonna tell him I can heal that for DC 10 or DC 5?
Maybe you should go back to your mama, have her teach you how to hit.
I see, did hit.
Alright, so 7 of hearts. Whoever drew that.
That was me.
Alright, it's your turn.
Whack him again. Roll in. Or nimbleness, rather. Roll -4. Give me something good.
Ooh, so that's gonna be
Oh.
a 8 to hit.
Yeah.
And a raise. Or not a raise, because the DC hasn't been set yet.
Yeah. Oh!
That's 2 raises.
All right. Let's see here. Let me go to combat stuff.
And this deals wind damage, right?
Yes.
This deals wind. Now you roll damage. And
One
extra dice
for raise?
depending on
Strength.
how many successes and raises you get, it will do 1d6 plus an additional d6 for every raise you get.
Good. Okay.
So 3.
And that's
Ooh.
plus your strength. So damage, your damage die plus your strength.
So plus your strength. Okay. What is the damage die for just brawling? I don't think I saw that anywhere.
I think it's a d4.
Oh, here we go. Hand-to-hand damage. Fixed damage dice. No, that doesn't. That's not helpful. Well, D4. Oh shit.
Maybe 3d4 plus your strength.
Thanks. I'm just gonna figure out how to roll that.
Just manually. So if you type in the chat /roll space
Oh, okay.
3d4
Oh.
plus whatever your strength.
3d4 plus.
No spaces.
Okay. No space
Well,
between the roll and the 3d4.
Yes. A space between the roll and the 3d4. No
Okay.
space between the 3d4 and the whatever modifier.
Strength is a 1d8. That's a 9.
You explode on that 4.
Yeah, so slash roll 1d4 plus 1, so 10.
All right, 10 damage. So that's All right, so you're gonna add. You're gonna roll 1d6 plus an additional d6.
Okay. Roll 2d6. 3.
All right, so he takes 3 wind damage.
Oh, okay, since I was trying to buffalo the guy, apparently pistols do d4 damage.
Yeah, pistol.
So,
Since you're pistol whipping, it's only a d4.
okay. So roll that too? Or did I roll that already?
You basically already roll. We're
Okay,
gonna
that's
hand
fine.
off the dice it.
That's fine.
He's gonna take 3 wind.
Okay.
And then 7 of clubs is gonna go next.
As your guard.
That is the guard that you just hit. He's like, son of a bitch! Grabbing his nose as blood gushes out. Ugh!
I'll take it.
And he's just gonna drop his rifle and just fucking try to clock you.
Okay.
Dropping his rifle is very bold.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him.
Just
No,
explodes 5 times.
Actually, what he's gonna try to do is tackle you to the ground.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Totally fair.
Huh.
Seven.
8. Note to self, raise dodge.
Yeah.
And rolling dodge.
Gotta get pretty lucky here. Nope. No, that's not pretty lucky.
That was climbing, actually.
Oh, well, I apologize. Let me try that again. Nope, still not good enough.
Okay. He's taking you down to the ground. He's now on top of you. In the mud.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Always worse.
Thought we were in Death Valley, not Brokeback Mountain.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Wait, how's there mud? But it never rains here.
That mud have a foul odor.
Oh no, that's not mud, guys. I'm afraid to tell you. We're in the streets, and there are horses. That's not mud.
That's not mud.
So 5 of diamonds.
Hello. We're going to clear our throat before reaching underneath their shirt to grab at the cross around our neck. We're going to hold it intensely before channeling a miracle. And we're going to channel the miracle chastise. As we're going to say, stop in the name of God! And raise our arm up a little bit as let me make my faith roll. This is a it's basically like I'm hitting them with the intimidate, like the normal intimidate, but instead I use my faith, which is way better.
Okay.
And I also get to add +3 to that, or +5 to that, because my modifiers to overall apply to this. There's a 17. It is an explosion. This
Wow.
is an attempt to break up both parties.
Yeah, that's a success and 2 raises. Yeah.
Nobody wants to go, hey, the description says nobody wants to go toe to toe with a fire and brimstone preacher.
And the guy is just like, and gets off of them.
You, you,
Keep your
you.
fucking gun.
Oh, I was going to tell him not to, but okay. We are gonna like actually offer a hand up to the other, like the person after the guard gets off of him, and offer a hand up for him for the
I'll take
Texas
it.
Ranger.
I'll take it.
We're gonna
Get back
pat
to
you
my
on the
feet.
shoulder a little bit and just say, my friend, the rules of man exist for a reason. These people do not acknowledge your jurisdiction. You should relinquish your firearms. But I will not press you any further. I am only telling you what you should do. And then we're going to look to the other guy and say, allow me to heal your nosebleed.
You a healer?
There's a nod
Preacher
of
and a
sorts.
healer. Alright.
As we're going to use the miracle, assuming combat's over, we're going to use the miracle lay on hands. This does take a couple seconds to happen.
Yeah, combat's over. They're not too happy with you guys. With specifically this guy. Which
Oh
is
yeah.
Sam.
I, for some reason,
No.
don't have the
Sharp,
table on
sharp.
me.
Sharp.
Why don't I have the table on me? Okay, I need to open up the, I believe it's Fire and Brimstone that has all the miracles, or is it just the base?
Fire and Brimstone, yeah, should have it.
Okay, Fire and Brimstone. No, it's not gonna open like that. Okay, in that case, I need to punch in Deadlands. All right, there we go. Deadlands Arc, Fire and Brimstone, lay on hands.
Page 51.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's only wind damage, correct?
Yeah,
Yep.
it only heals wind damage.
Oh no, this heals
It
all.
heals more than that, but he only took wind damage.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
It heals
yeah.
all the way up to maimed.
Oh yeah. This is that one. Yeah.
Yep. And it has no cost, except if I fail, I take the damage as well.
Your nose suddenly goes.
We just, that happens, we just go, shit. No, faith. Oh yeah, that would heal a maimed. 17. Again.
Yep.
We just like gently like touch his shoulder, and he instantly feels like all the pain in the area stop and the nosebleeds stop. And there's like a small rattling from that like amulet that we, or that like that cross that we had revealed, as if like something was happening. But there isn't any glowing. The nosebleed is over, and he has recovered all wind.
Thank you, preacher.
It is not a problem. Now we are here to speak with your mayor in regards to the contract on the Windigo that is plaguing your minds, and one other mission that is opportune that they wish to speak to us about. That is all.
Yeah, well, like I
And my
said,
friend,
you can go in.
I understand the displeasures of your job, but please try to show some courtesy. You infuriated my friend over here. That is the Christian way. We're gonna nod and just walk in. Because it's not us that he needs to repent to.
No, that's not wrong.
But yeah, I didn't actually say what type of chip, did I?
It was a white chip.
No, no,
I was.
you said a chip.
You get a white chip.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said fate. You said fate chip. My bad. I was like,
Yeah.
I thought you said white chip.
Yeah, that is what they are called.
Gotcha.
But I didn't say what type fate chip.
Yeah, you just said I got one for big britches, and that was it.
I'm really glad you didn't have to spend the benediction there. I was like, oh god, he's gonna spend the. Oh wait, no, you didn't even need to. Oh wait, no, it's only wound levels. I don't think it applies for guts or for wind damage.
It does not.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst thing that can happen with wind is you get knocked.
Yeah, so it doesn't apply for that. It only applies for actual injuries.
Yeah. So everybody move your tokens inside.
Everybody's
We don't have to give our
gun.
guns.
No.
We still give our gun. It's the rule of law. It's the law for the area, and also I don't need it technically. I'm not
Planning on
I'm not
shooting anyone?
too- Yeah, I'm not planning on shooting anybody, and even if a fight does break out,
They're gonna like stop you.
you weren't with us technically. You were like backed up from us.
They're gonna stop you, Foster, and like be like, yeah, you can't enter with that rifle.
All right. Well, I'll offer up the rifle, but the revolver stuck in my waistband, that I'm not going to bring any notice to, and I'll keep that.
Gotcha.
He's got like secretly like tucked in.
Well, holsters cost money. There's just nothing wrong with just sticking it in your pants, especially when you got suspenders.
That's fair. That's fair. Until it like accidentally misfires.
I've only
Yeah,
got 5
they-
rounds loaded. It's on an empty one right now.
Ooh, that's smart.
That is a good call if you're gonna waistband it.
That's smart though. What the? Look, the safeties didn't exist. I don't think.
No, no.
And Doc, did you bring your shotgun with you?
Oh, I can come. I thought I was still busy repairing stuff.
Yeah,
If I'm done with that, I'll.
You've been with the party, yeah.
Okay, then in that case, yeah, I'll hand over my shotgun.
All right.
You did just see us heal that person. If that affects you at all, do we met? Do we meet? Like, do we just meet you this town?
Met on the way here.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Soren hasn't
He-
met him because he was buying bread.
I was buying bread, and by that I
Oh
mean
no,
just
he
pass
would
the fuck out.
he would have met him when they were riding on the
Yeah,
the
it's not
horses.
out of character. I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't think I've met you.
No, you haven't either.
Hello.
But yeah, Yannick will ask him, "How did you do that?
Through God.
Really, how did you do that?"
God's gifts work in mysterious ways, friend. Through dedication and belief to Him, anything is possible.
So you don't know.
Oh, I know. I spent my life knowing.
I will keep eye on you.
That is understandable. God's gifts can be seen as confusing at first.
But you see to the left of you a nameplate on a door that says Mayor's Office. And a set of stairs in front of you. That's what this says.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the door with the nameplate.
Alright, don't forget to move yourselves on the board.
And over I go. At least I assume that's the office entrance over there.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, sure. I didn't actually mark any doors inside the building, so. That's what the green lines are, by the way. On the town screen where you enter. Green lines mean that it's unlocked and can enter. Yellow lines means that it's locked, and red lines means it's inaccessible. I just used red for a pathway up to the mansion on this map.
Okie dokie.
But that's generally the key for what colors mean. Because I tend to hand draw a lot of things.
No worries.
So, yeah, you are at the door.
Not. Might as well not.
Sorry. Sorry, that's not in character. It just sounded great.
Come in, come in.
Open the door, walk in.
You see a man with a fabulous mustache, like the most coolest handlebar mustache you've ever seen. He is balding as fuck though, and he looks like Patrick Stewart, but if he still had a little bit of hair.
Okay.
Number
Sergeant
one.
Sharp, Texas Rangers. Pleasure to meet you, Mayor.
Ah, it's good to see a ranger.
Heard you were having a little bit of trouble with your mind.
That's the least of our troubles.
Oh?
Losing all
something bigger
commerce
than the
in your
mine?
city is the least of your troubles, huh?
What was that, Soren?
We say losing your commerce in your city is the least of your troubles, eh? Like an eye with an eyebrow raise.
Yeah, come in. Close the door behind you.
And
Let me move myself on the map.
All right. So, uh, you walk into his office and it's pretty immaculate. There's a cupboard of brandy in the corner and other spirits. Uh, they look expensive. The good stuff. There's filing cabinets and desk that he's sitting at. Um, and he makes sure that you close the door you um before he begins speaking. All right. I believe there is someone trying to kill me.
okay.
Oh, no, that is not good.
Don't know who. I don't know what they look like. But someone is plotting my downfall. Because I shot at, Molotov cocktails thrown at me.
Oh,
I
well, that's
I
interesting.
almost was stabbed twice.
And they didn't catch the stabber either time.
Oh,
Or should
they just vanished.
Huh.
So you seem to be thinking that you're being hunted. Let me ask you this: is there anyone that you would know that you might be suspicious of? Say somebody gunning for your job, quite literally speaking, or perhaps some event happened recently where you insulted a person who seems to be seeking revenge. Or this could even be something supernatural if they're suddenly disappearing on the fly.
Oh no, but I am terrified. I would pay anything to make this go away.
Are you being hunted? Like, or sorry, we don't say hunted. Are you being haunted? Is what we say. Do anything to upset some spirits lately? Maybe. I don't make any accusations, but
Well, we
a
did
person in the
we did
afterlife.
have
Like,
some hangings recently.
Hmm.
hmm. Uh, what kind of check would it be to look
Would
for something like that?
would such spirits not visit their frustrations upon the hangman in that case?
Well, the mayor's the one that likely gave the order. There aren't judges out this far, and it's unlikely that they would transfer him to the nearest city with one.
That's fair.
Precisely. I don't
Hmm.
know. Look, I don't really believe in the supernatural, but if you think that this is something supernatural trying to get me, I want it dealt with.
What kind of check would it be to try and think about this? Actually, let me ask. Can you give us a detailed description of the events in particular from the start?
Well, I was given a speech not too long ago.
About what?
I was given a speech about the mines, actually, about how well everybody's been doing collecting silver. That I was actually going to distribute some wealth to the common folk.
Hmm. And this was before or after the hang? How long?
This was about 4 weeks after the hanging.
Can I make a check? I'm also sorry if I'm commanding too much attention. I do apologize. If you want to talk, just talk over me or step in. Um, but could I make a check to think about how long it takes roughly for like a bad spirit to form, an evil spirit to form,
A cult.
like a banshee? Okay, gotcha. Colt. I probably don't get any bonuses because it's my profession. Uh, do.
Yeah, if someone else wants to ask some questions while they're rolling.
What was the most
Holy
recent
shit.
hanging?
Holy
What was that?
shit.
Who'd you hang that you mentioned a minute ago?
It was a gang that came in. We uh
Well,
we recognized them as wanted, and our guards took them while they were
hmm,
drunk.
21.
that's fair.
I I can't remember the names really, but there's a record of the hangings, of course. In here, I'll get it from the file.
Appreciate it.
And he gets up and goes to the filing cabinet. And while you're having a mull over this,
I exploded at least once on my D12 again.
uh, as
Damn,
as
dude.
as you're mulling over this, you think that if it was a spirit, it would have happened a lot sooner.
Yeah, that was also kind of my thought. It was like it would have probably taken a lot sooner to manifest. I feel like they don't lay dormant for that long. But yeah, we just sort of as he's sort of like going into the files to check, we just sort of rubbing our chin a bit and just like, hmm, it doesn't feel like it's a spirit. 4 weeks is far too long. Normally, a negative spirit appears in a couple days tops. It could very well be a remaining member of the gang. Someone working with them, perhaps, who wants to get revenge.
Very true.
Unless there is something else we don't know, like a person gunning for mayor, and or a relatively upset individual in the town itself, and not from outside.
He snaps his fingers at that and says, miles.
Miles outside of town?
No.
Oh
Miles
man.
O'Greely.
Hmm.
See.
Any idea where this O'Greely fellow lives?
No, it couldn't be. It couldn't.
What do you mean it couldn't be?
You brought him up. It must mean it could be.
Miles O'Greely left town for after I was elected about 4 years ago. He was very disgruntled winning, but I doubt it would be him.
Has anyone re-entered town with a similar description lately? Or would that be a question for the
I
guards?
don't really mingle with the common folk too much, so
Yeah, I see. We can inquire about it to the guard. We can ask the sheriff, perhaps. Yeah, I'm sure he has much more of a hand on the intercomings and outercomings of the city or the town, not city.
Agreed.
Anybody else have any ideas?
No, that's all I got.
But he has not given us the file yet.
oh
Yes.
yeah.
When's the last time?
He like pulls out a file and hands it to you.
When's the last time someone made an attempt on your life?
It was the last stabbing attempt was about 2 weeks ago.
And the stabber got away?
Ran around a corner and didn't.
And what exactly did the stabber look like?
He was wearing a dark cloak.
Huh. Don't really
All
see
these
cloaks anymore.
Especially not in this heat.
Lord, no.
all these guards and they still got within stabbing distance?
But there was something that he yelled that stuck with me.
Okay. What was that?
You are a sheep in wolf's clothing.
Hmm.
Return to the flock.
That is odd.
Very.
What do you remember about it before you became mayor of this town? What were you? Who were you?
Well, huh. Well, you see, I'm not actually from here.
If it's something personal, everyone else can leave. As a pastor, I am sworn to secrecy with your information.
I used to run with some bad people.
See,
Oh, Lord.
cultists.
No, no, no. Normal bad.
Good. I'm afraid I have to kill you. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Sashay.
But yeah, I used to run with some bad people, as I'm sure most of y'all have faced.
Afraid I can't relate.
Neither
Same.
can I, but neither can I. But God's teachings are all about redemption, and it seems like you're well on that arc.
Yes, I spent most of the time learning, not shooting.
But I left that life, and it can't possibly be my former gang mates. They were all killed.
Were
In
you
the hanging?
transparent about your past before you were elected mayor?
No, I was not.
Understandable. And this hanging, was this of the gang in question?
No,
I see. What happened to them?
unrelated gang.
What
Huh.
happened to them, if we may?
Well, a job went bad, and let's just say I did some things that I wasn't proud of, and they lost their heads for it.
I see.
They got the
That is quite
guillotine, not hanged.
guillotine. Where were you? France?
Huh.
No, like for real, we're like confused.
No, I'm in character. I'm there with you because
Oh,
like
yeah.
guillotines in the Wild West. Who even would do that?
Even up in far north, I don't think it's an execution device used.
No. I mean, you might have some mad lad with an axe or some jayhawk or bushwhacker with a sword, but I don't think no guillotine.
Remember here tell in a history book they used them over in France, maybe Canada.
Perhaps.
Lots of French up there.
We were a gang in the Canadian West.
Ah, that
Somewhat
makes sense. Then.
understood. Well, that would be coming far out of their way and comfort zone to try and get their, so to speak, revenge on you. But they're all dead. Um, it could be their spirits if they're vanishing in and out of the air. That is the only thing that has me even slightly suspicious. Um, let me think. Why don't all of you head up on the mortal suspects, the people in town, and I can say a small prayer with our mayor here.
Fair enough. Hmm.
I believe the sheriff should have some more useful information in regards to the people who have come into town that may or may not look less than shady, and especially any that might be
As
matching
for the
the gang.
job that you were inquiring, oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
the pay is 300 for the Wendigo removal.
Okay.
Is
How
that
long does the
each?
Wendigo
Per
appear?
person.
Oh, per
Okay,
person.
now you got me
Oh.
here.
How long ago was the Wendigo? How long did it arrive?
Don't know. Could have been there in the deep mines for a long time.
Yeah, I understand.
Them things are immortal.
Yes.
Thought you
It is
said you
quite.
didn't care much for the supernatural or occult, sir.
I
Uh,
Do not worry.
Let's scrutinize that, DM.
Supernatural just word for
Ooh,
natural that we don't know about.
that's
Can
something
I
I actually got.
can I scrutinize? That's pretty sus. I'm basically an inquisitor. I want to scrutinize that.
Scrutinize.
Is that okay, DM?
yeah, you can scrutinize.
Okay, I just want to ask for permission before I roll.
See.
All right, another explosion.
And I'm
You know,
going to put you on a cliffhanger
they just happen around
for
me.
that
No. That's
No.
fun.
because we're gonna take a break.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll roll my scrutinize before we leave. Yeah, that was terrible. we're gonna ignore that.
You want the real wolf
But
in
we're
sheep's clothing.
gonna take a quick break.
Good catch, by the way. I did not think about that. That was a really good catch. I'm gonna be totally honest.
Well, frankly, I'm rather suspicious of this fella. I mean, anyone who's a former criminal in Canada who then goes to the U.S. to become elected a mayor,
Yeah,
I,
specifically Canada.
I just don't
Fuck
think he
him.
has the best intentions of this town at heart.
Ooh, you know
Agreed.
what? That could be the case. But also, do we want to save our accusations till after we have our $300 each? No, I'm
I
kidding.
suppose that's a fair
No,
point.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
they
kidding.
can pay us first.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Though there is definitely something weird going on here. I think it's something supernatural. With the description he gave, like somebody doesn't just fire a shot at you or try and stab you and then just be gone, like without it being magical. Like that doesn't happen.
Frankly, I mean, the way Foster sees it is that even if the assassin may be supernatural, whoever sent him wasn't. I just think that people don't like him.
I think he's not letting us on. I don't think he's necessarily evil, but I think that there's something he's not letting on about it to us. I think there's definitely something supernatural here. I think that, in my opinion, maybe it's his victims coming back to haunt him, or something similar. Maybe he was in a cult, and I caught it head on the money. Maybe he sacrificed some people. I think there's a lot here that could uncover the truth. Um, but I don't know if I believe that he's still doing it. And I also don't know if I don't know what these spirits entail. I don't know the specifics of that.
Well,
'Cause
something I
'cause I-
can actually bring up in character that I'd like to point out.
Mhm.
Wendigos, in general, are more of an Arctic monster. So the fact that
Ooh.
he's from Canada, it's from Canada, and they're both here is definitely a connection.
So that's interesting. Something else to keep in mind, though, is that it's unlikely that this Wendigo. It feels weird because this Wendigo. How has it been dormant, right? Because it had to have at least been dormant for a couple of years. 'Cause it's been years since he was elected mayor. If he did bring it here,
Right.
then what? Did he just lock it up somewhere in the caves? That just feels weird to me. Because I doubt this town has been without its source of income for years. It
Very
sounds to me
true.
more like it's a recent thing.
Yeah. I'm
Especially if
inclined
the
to believe
guy
that too.
Especially if the guy that was injured is still, well, injured at the doctor's. But damn, that was a good catch. I did not think about that. Good catch, Robert.
I appreciate it.
I'm supposed to be the Inquisitor here. I would not have caught that.
I don't think I could have rolled on it based on my lack of social skills as a character, so I thought I'd better just point it out.
If you just fucking say it, if you just throw it out there, that's good though. That was a good catch. Damn.
Honestly, I mean, even heck, even if like I said, the means to his demise are attempted by supernatural forces, I think the reason is probably something pretty mundane, all things considered.
I think that we kind of have to see to find out because I think we'll only know with time.
Yeah.
It's not something that's going to get sold overnight. Otherwise, it would have been sold already.
Very true.
Sorry, that was really gay. That was a gay sneeze. It's really funny. People say that I have a really gay sneeze, and it's funny because I'm gay.
When
Oh,
it comes to sneezes, they range from like little like chew, like, and then to nuclear bombs.
yeah,
I'm a very violent sneezer. Shotgun versus like a well rod. Heck, even that's probably quieter. You know, they train for like pilots when they get shot down how to hold in a sneeze so they don't like give themselves away to search parties.
that's funny.
That's
I was
interesting.
I was told a while back, but I don't remember. It's not healthy to do it. Because if you're sneezing, it's probably for a reason.
Oh my god, why would someone do that? I just saw a picture where somebody deep fried a McRib.
You deep fry anything.
Well, yeah, but I mean, out of all things, and I get there's a lot of things for deep fry. Why would you do it to a McRib?
Oh, hold on one second. Let me send you a photo real quick. I'll throw it down in general. I need to go find
Okay.
it first.
Okay.
I took this photo a while back. It's just such an eye catcher.
So I got curious and went and looked it up. Apparently, the only time a guillotine was used in North America was in 1889.
By
Well, it's
who?
not too far off.
Yeah.
In the French territory of Saint Pierre and Miquelon.
Also,
I
it
don't.
wasn't even America.
Yeah, it was off the coast of
Well,
Newfoundland.
Yeah, sorry. It was in America, but it wasn't in America.
Also, I apologize for my very poor attempt at a Slavic accent.
Yeah, it's working okay.
I've got like Serbian, Slovenian cousins, and it's a hard accent to do. I don't even bother to try. I wouldn't judge at all. Plus, the language just isn't quite made for English. It's just like the shush and shuz. I'll
Not
put in an
wrong.
off topic.
Alright. Let me take a look here.
I mean, this deserves to be a meme template, if you ask me.
Oh god, yeah, that's
And look at
no.
the sign hanging off it too.
Yeah, that just looks terrible, man.
It really does.
Then black owned on top of that.
I know.
Just,
Middle of downtown Baltimore.
wow.
It really is. And the line. You should have seen the line. It was long.
See, I could understand there being a long line for like deep fried beer because at least that's interesting enough. Because there was a guy who did in I believe it's a Texas State Fair where he deep fried Guinness by making like a little ravioli pocket and putting the Guinness in there, and you had to use heavy beers because if you used a light beer, the water would evaporate out in the frying process. But
Very intricate.
yeah, I mean, I thought it was clever just figuring out. Oh, by the way, I have to use a heavy beer, otherwise, all I'm left with is a little ravioli pocket that faintly tastes of Miller Lite. But
Honestly, I didn't even try any, but I feel like that business alone is just gonna make money off the meme.
yeah, yeah, I feel like you're right on that one.
I mean, combining fried chicken and watermelon is just a recipe for so many jokes.
It really is. Like I could see opening up a deep fried chicken and then deep fried watermelon at the same booth here in Kentucky, and it'd do well, even though it's racist as hell.
Yeah. Just the sign is the cherry on top. This whole thing, I was just walking down the street talking to her. I saw this line. I need to take a photo immediately. I'm not quite one for social media, so I've yet to share it with the wider world, but it's something.
It's a pretty good one.
Life makes its own jokes.
It really does.
I just, of course, got to relate everything back to the Civil War. You know
Of
what?
course.
Major General John Sedgwick's last words were,
What was that?
"Don't worry, men. They couldn't hit an elephant at this distance."
Oh
He's been
yeah, I
shot.
remember that one. Yeah.
I mean, people remember him for that more than they remember him for his strategic capabilities.
I think that says something about his strategic capabilities than if you remembered more for how you died.
Honestly, he wasn't a bad general. These people just his death is of such irony. The
It
people I
really
don't
is.
remember his accomplishments. Granted, but he also wasn't like the best. He just wasn't bad, which is really
Yeah.
good. Is they went for the Civil War. Speaking of Sherman, by the way, the March to the Sea.
Yeah.
He was the only Union general to say no black soldiers allowed to serve under my army.
Huh. I
Outright
did not know that.
forbidden. Outright forbidden. Even if a volunteer was like, I want to join, he'd be like, nope, free soldier, nope.
Huh.
And then the Jefferson Davis, the Union general, because of course there's a Union general named Jefferson Davis,
Of course.
basically let 5,000 escaped slaves during the March to the Sea drown in the river, and Sherman was like, meh, he like didn't even care really. But that Jefferson Davis guy, he actually shot his commanding officer previously and got away with it completely scot free.
That's funny.
Yeah, it wasn't even justified either. So his commanding officer, Bull Nelson, he's huge for the time. He's like 6'5", or no 6'4", which is really tall for the time. He's 300 pounds, but it's mostly muscle. He's a pretty good leader too. He's ex-Navy, but now he's a major general in the Army. The Brigadier General Jefferson Davis comes back from leave, and Nelson asks him to recruit some militia, and then afterwards to give him the report. But Jefferson Davis doesn't give him the report in time, so frustrated at him and just generally having a grudge against Jefferson Davis for a couple of things that happened previously, has him reassigned from commanding I think it was a division, to going into like some administrative role further in the west. So in response to this, Jefferson Davis grabs the mayor of Louisville, walks to the hotel Nelson's staying at to confront him about it. To which Nelson says, like, oh, look, the lost puppy coming back to bark to its master, somewhat insult of that sort. Which, in response, the card that Davis got to go into the hotel as a visitor, he crumples it up and throws it in Nelson's eye. In response, Nelson bitch slaps him across the face. Hard. And you gotta remember, this man is like really, really well built. So,
Right.
embarrassed, Jefferson Davis leaves with the mayor having just witnessed his humiliation. Goes to his friend who served with the Mexican-American War, says, do you have a pistol? He says, no. But some random dude next to him is like, oh, sure, you have my revolver, hands it to him. Davis walks back inside, goes to Nelson, shoots him in the heart, and then just surrenders and gets locked in a room. Nelson, on the other hand, despite being shot in the heart with a 44 revolver ball, he hangs on for a while, actually. It takes him a full 30 minutes to die, during which he received a baptism.
Wow.
So there's a rule in the Union Army that court-martial needs to be held within 45 days, right to the speedy trial and all that.
Right.
And so they delay a lot because they're like, we are now down 2 of our highest-ranking officers. We don't have enough officers for a tribunal, so can you go try him in Washington? But they dilly-dally back and forth, and eventually Washington just sends a telegraph back saying, well, you need all the soldiers you can get, put him back in the front lines, and he spends the rest of the war completely untouched by his crime, and ends up dying, having never been convicted of the blatant murder that occurred.
I mean, that happened a surprising amount in American history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just get away with murder, especially back then.
Oh yeah.
Have returned.
Hey,
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So, is everybody here and ready to go?
Yep.
I
yes. Hello.
Yep, I am here.
Alright. So, Darthrax, you don't. This guy could be, telling you something
Yeah.
completely different and you wouldn't.
I really gotta get better at the investigation part of this.
Yeah, funny how the entirety of the first half of this game is going to be investigation. You know?
It's fine. Like some people just aren't that great at investigation or or fighting, in melee, or just dodging attacks. But
Well,
it's like no, I'm kidding. Sorry.
to be fair, if I'd pulled my knife, it would have been over.
Yeah, for you probably because you'd now be wanted for the murder of a police officer or of an officer of the law.
I'll have you
Well,
know I'm really good at fixing guns, apparently.
well, hey, that works. And
There you go.
I will point out that these are guards, not law officers. Legally, they don't have any authority.
They can be given authority by the mayor.
Doesn't
Yeah, they
work
could
like
be
that.
deputized.
They've essentially been
They can be
deputized.
deputized, but that's by a sheriff.
I'm assuming they've been deputized.
Well, you know what they say about assuming.
The sheriff
Uh,
doesn't seem to have that much against the mayor, so
were they
Yeah.
deputized, DM?
I don't
We would
know.
see a deputy. Okay, gotcha. If they
Well,
were, they didn't have any identification on that they were.
You don't know. Yeah.
I assume that if Sharp drew his knife, I'd be getting a free blue chip.
There you
After
go.
all, I'd really be living up to my hindrances.
All right. But yeah. So, what did everybody roll for the scrutinize?
We're just not going to talk about it.
Oh, rough. 17 from me.
17. Yeah, that indeed. Yeah, you catch him, and he suddenly starts sweating.
He sees like a predator and prey. Like our eyes go like slits.
Yeah, he's definitely the prey in this situation. Well, just slip of the tongue, you know.
Have you been lying
He's gonna
to
roll
an officer? Have you been lying to an ordained officer of God?
he's gonna roll an opposed persuasion.
I'm gonna
I
move
almost
over and lean against the door instead of the wall.
I almost want to try and intimidate him with that as a counter. Oh no, no, buddy. I think I double raised him.
Yeah.
I was about to pray for you.
Well, it's
I
opposed by scrutinize.
look, okay. Listen.
1 minute. You have 1 minute to explain what you lied about. Can I try and intimidate?
We was a gang, but we hunted down monsters. That wasn't exactly seen as kosher with the law at the time. He goes to his cabinet, pours himself a drink of brandy, downs it, pours himself another, and then corks the bottle.
You'd think one would be more honest with their life on the line.
Heck, I think that's more innocent than saying he ran with a gang of outlaws.
What are you not telling us about this gang? Clearly, there must be some reason why the law outlined it, and why you feel the need to hide it, and why your sudden fear at its secret being unveiled.
Look, I did some really bad things to said monsters.
Specifics. That can determine what might be hunting you.
Well, we crucified quite a few.
That's totally normal. No, I'm kidding.
You know the old Norse torture
where you split their back open and break out their ribs like an angel's wings?
Yeah,
Yes, I am
It
quite
means
familiar.
yes, blood eagle.
that was a favorite of one of the gangs.
It was used quite a lot on pastors of past and priests of the Christian faith.
Is also seemingly excessive and unhygienic.
Significantly.
And we also drove stakes through them.
Well, ain't too bad, is it? Especially if
What,
they're a vampire.
what kind of monsters were you hunting that you did this to?
All kinds.
Examples. Give me the worst. What was the biggest, baddest, scariest thing you hunted, and what was the thing that was hardly even worth the hunt? You ever hunt anything harmless and
Bigfoots.
brutalized? Uh, are Bigfoots Are Bigfoots harmless, or are they just
Mm.
people just chilling out in the forests in the setting?
I think in this setting they are not harmless.
But they were the most harmless thing we hunted.
So now that we've become honest with ourselves, tell me the truth. What do you think caused this? Do you have any leads in regards to the supernatural sides of things? And also, is that Wendigo your fault?
He takes another drink.
Looking mighty guilty drinking instead of talking.
May or may not be my fault.
And why do you say may?
Because, well, I've killed quite a few Wendigo days. Once burned an entire family of them alive.
There's a squint. Women and children, I assume, included. But it is a Wendigo, so I suppose you can't be too. The only crime that you have committed is how rough you were on them. Such creatures deserve to be simply put down. Or, if you don't have a proper pastor with you, if you do have a proper pastor with you, take care of it the good old fashioned way. Exorcism. Anyway,
I regret everything.
do you regret what you've done, or do you regret being caught?
I regret what.
Then repent
Which is
to the
why
people.
I, which is why I didn't want to tell you.
I do not think you should repent to the people, Pastor, as telling them that creatures such as that are more plentiful than they think would probably be a bad thing.
It's pretty common knowledge that there are supernatural creatures about. No?
No,
Oh, it's not? They somehow keep that hidden?
Yeah, that's what the Texas Ranger and Men in Black's job is.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! I had no idea that they keep that like they keep that under wraps.
I mean the church knows.
Okay, I just didn't know if I should be keeping that secret or not. I thought this was that was common in this world.
I
No,
mean,
fear has a tangible effect, so letting people know that those things are real is a very bad idea.
There's
Yep.
just like a there's just like a nod. And you say, hmm. Still, you should come partially to the truth. the truth about where you're from, the gang. People ought to know who they are voting into their government. And for us to fix this mistake of yours and this threat to your life, that is self-caused, mind you.
Look, I will want just get whatever's plate. My hunting days are over. At a town to look.
Can I scrutinize? I want to see if he's genuine about his regret for the past, and that he actually seriously wants to help the town first and foremost, and you know has the town's interest at heart first.
Roll me a scrutinize at a -2.
12 after the -2. Tempted to spend a. Those are deep. I rolled. I rolled a 9. Yeah, no, that's fine. We've seen how good he is at lying. Surely he can't be that good
Right.
before he explodes 3 times. So that's a 12 after the -2.
Hmm. You think that he is genuine.
Well, it's not my craziest roll ever, but I
It's
think I'll
not the
put my
it's not the worst either.
Yeah.
I think I'll put my trust in him. Okay, we're just gonna nod a bit just for you. Does anybody else have anything they wish to add about this mayor's sudden relinquishing of the truth?
No.
Oh, and that
Oh, I, Mayor, if you don't mind me insinuating, I think with this, knowledge, you should either be a bit more transparent with your constituents, or perhaps not seek re-election.
and I also on top of that want to add, if there is anything that you are not telling us, you need to realize that this is your life that is on the line. This thing will kill you painfully. Spirits just love taking their time, especially if they were killed in such a horrific way. They love taking their time and torturing and killing their victims. So please, if there's any more information, your life is on the line.
You say spirits do not take so long to come back. Could be something more physical.
It could be, but it could also simply just be a time difference. If this all took place all the way over in Canada, spirits can't teleport. They they mostly are stuck in the place where they uh they are killed. That being said, however, a revenant, a spirit that of the damned that actually seeks out its victims and will hunt them to the ends of the earth. Revenant could be a possibility for the type of spirit plaguing him. Uh, Otherwise, it could be something less ghostly. It could be surviving. It could be. It could very well be the Wendigo. Maybe they have magical powers we have yet unknown. It could be other things as well.
I don't
A
know much.
Wendigo.
I
A
don't know
Wendigo.
much.
A Wendigo not killing their prey when they catch them off guard is quite odd. So the fact that there is a survivor man and the fact that it hasn't already started hunting is surprising, to say the least. How long ago was the Wendigo actually? How long ago was the Wendigo first seen?
Well, the mine's only been closed for a week.
So about a week. It's bound to be hungry. Wendigo eat people first and foremost. And the fact that it hasn't done anything, the fact that nobody is missing, and the many attempts on this mayor's life, it could very well be one and the same problem.
I'm thinking it's
Would
likely.
could I make a check? Would a Wendigo having the ability to
disappear out of thin air? Like, is that common? Is that possible? Is that like a matter of, because like even if it wasn't like teleportation or invisibility, are they fast enough to simply just gone?
Hmm.
You can make a
May I make that?
you can make a occult check.
Okay. Another explosion. Wow, fucking Christ. What is with me today? These D12s, man. They keep landing on 12.
Don't question it, just accept it.
I'll accept it, okay? And also, Wendigos are usually born of a victim.
Don't ask me. I just found it in the rule book.
Bro's like sobbing and crying, and the dude just smoking a blunt. Like, hey, what's up, man?
That Bigfoot has been through some shit.
They got the 1,000-yard stare. What the?
As to my count.
Oh,
No. So the
oh, I thought that was like a spirit revealing itself. I was like, what the?
the occult roll. So you would know that Wendigo move very, very quickly, but they cannot teleport.
But this thing moving out of there. First off, I guess like because he said he was shot at,
Also,
right?
they're very fucking big.
Yeah, they would be seen, and also him being shot at feels very out of character for both a Wendigo and a spirit. Like how like did you find any actual casings from the bullet?
There was a bullet hole right next to my damn head.
But did you actually see the fragments of the bullet?
Oh,
What? Where were you when this happened?
I would show you. I don't want to.
You don't want to leave.
I don't want.
You were on the stage, I assume, giving your speech, and it what hit into a pillar?
Well, we usually
Use the
stand
gallows.
stand at the gallows,
See,
have a podium.
That is oddly morbid.
that's most common actually in many towns. They use the gallows because it is the most public space. It's wide open, usually in the center of town. It has a stage. You know, not every town wants to build a second stage just for speeches. And usually they remove the rope. Where did all these attacks take place? Are they just scattered throughout town?
Yeah,
Have they attacked you here?
not yet.
I see. You'd think you'd have a guard in your room with you.
I have
If this is
guards
something
posted
occult.
all over the mansion.
No, but if it's something occult, if it's moving so quickly that people can see, then would it not be wise to have a guard in the room with you at all times? I mean, if it is a ghost, it could simply float up out of the floor and stab you in the shin.
Look, that wasn't really a ability till recently.
See. Well, well, we've got a couple leads. Uh, we have to talk with the mayor, see who's gone into town of the mortal variety that might be less than savory. Uh, Maybe a potential member of the gang living among men. Another thing that could possibly be the case is a spirit, a ghost. It's worth checking out to see if the gallows have been cursed of some kind. Uh, I wish to still say a prayer with this man. And also, if possible, and we go to the gallows, it would be nice to see if we can find the remnants of a bullet in the wood where it likely shot into. If we can, then that would likely rule out the fact that it's a ghost. Even if a ghost did have a gun somehow, its bullets would likely be incorporeal. It'd just fade away. to nothing after it's shot.
Right.
So it tells us if we're dealing with something physical or otherwise. Do we want to split up, cover more ground quicker?
There's enough of us where we could.
Tell you what, that what's that feller's name you said? Miles? How about I can go down to the sheriff's office and ask if anyone fitting his description's coming to town recently. If you could describe him. Maybe like draw a picture of him if you could.
He
It's the 1800s. People can't draw.
Even just rough sketch is good.
No, yeah, I know. I'm kidding.
he immaculately draws in great detail a sketch
DM
of
drawing.
sketch of the man.
Well, that's not the slightest bit suspicious that he has perfect drawing capability. Do we need to also roll for this?
You should stop being a mayor. You are quite artist.
That's true. That's true. Also, can I tell, like, can I make a check to see, like, is he cursed? Is there a spirit after him? Am I seeing any telltale signs of a haunting? You know,
No.
no, I don't see anything like that.
No,
No check required.
you would notice ectoplasm.
Or certain symptoms of a person in particular being haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which means this is either a really fucking weird ghost or it's probably not a ghost. It's probably something just supernatural or, uh, well, a person. Okay. But yeah, we now have a picture of him. If you all would like to head down to the sheriff's office, I can uh, say a small prayer with this man, and then, uh, well, you all also can. I'll try and meet you at the gallows to investigate further.
Well, sounds good. I'll get in there now.
Same.
I will follow them.
I'm gonna say a prayer with this guy. You can use a benediction on him in case he gets shoved in the neck. You'll have a second to scream.
I'll make sure to pick up all my stuff on the way back and take a quick look at my rifle to make sure it's just the way I gave it.
Yeah. Rules as written, benediction takes 1 minute to use. But that's dumb. We're a man of God. We take 10 minutes. We give a proper benediction and sermon. And also unless we're like asked to rush, but we probably won't unless it's a very dire situation.
Gotcha. So you'll be there for a while.
Like yeah, like until they finish up at the sheriff's at least.
I'll be back in like a few minutes. Don't wait for me. Just go to the sheriff.
All right.
We're gonna wait for him. No, kidding. So that would mean that the ranger alone.
Alone? Wait, is the doc not going?
I thought I said I was going to the gallows, but I'll go to the sheriff if that's where we're going.
We probably shouldn't split one person a piece. Personally, I think we should stick to at least having another guy with you.
Sounds good.
I thought someone else was going to the gallows, is why.
He said he was. I don't think anybody else. Is anybody else going to the gallows?
Not at the
I think.
moment.
Yeah, I think the plan currently is I'm saying a prayer with this dude. They're going to the gallows, or they're going to the sheriff to ask about the man's description, and then we're gonna meet at the gallows.
I will go with them to the sheriff's son.
All right.
Okay, you pick up your stuff on the way out. Guard with the broken nose gives you an eye.
It's been unbroken, dude.
I know, but broken nose, Williams gives you an eye. You uncrease his J's.
God sent me this world to right wrongs. I'll uncrease every J.
But you walk into the sheriff's. You walk into the sheriff's.
I just imagine the DM saying it with like a further intensity every time. You walk into the sheriff.
You lay walk into the sheriff's, and inside, everyone is dead. No. They're still working on paperwork.
Well,
Shit. What do you do?
Did we have a plan? Because I thought we were going to the gallows.
you guys went to the sheriff's to ask about the man who was, if there's any description of the old person that was running his opponent in the office. I
Oh
can't
yeah.
remember his name.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Okay.
the
And also just
detectives.
in general any like sketchy individuals.
I was waiting for the Texas Ranger to do it because, you know,
Alright,
he's the
alright.
law enforcement.
That is true. I should probably go do that.
I am just a scientist.
True, but you also have the better catchphrase because you can quote Ghostbusters anytime you need to.
No, that's me. I'm the exorcist.
Ah. Well, no. The scientists. Back off, man. We're scientists.
Oh, we're gonna have some fucking. So we're gonna have a fight, scientist versus exorcist. Who can better fight ghosts?
I am literally thinking right now of how to build a proton pack. So
Nice.
Look, when there's something strange in the neighborhood, who you gonna call?
Well, first you call the cops. It might not be a ghost.
That's true.
First you call
Anyway.
the ranger.
Exactly. That's what I'm here for. Sheriff, wondered if you knew the name and where he lived of who ran against the mayor in the last election.
Oh, we have his name and a description. We just.
Oh well, shit. Well, then I give that to the sheriff and see if he knows where the guy lives.
He left town, I know, but we're just asking to see if he's like been seen near town or came to town
Oh.
recently or anything like that.
Sorry, I spaced.
No, you're good. You're good. Yep.
Okay. Need to know if this guy's been seen around town lately.
Miles. No, I haven't heard no description. Looking like
Okay.
can't mistake him, actually.
Well, is that he's
The
distinctive?
He has that button chops.
Ah,
Not many people has them. Found.
fair.
could certainly not have shaven them off.
That is true.
Well, if he did, I've never seen him without him, so.
But did you see anybody of similar height, similar build, similar hair color, perhaps more on the sketchy side, armed? Oh fuck, I'm not here. What the fuck am I doing? God, I'm too into character.
No.
All right. Thanks for the help. Doot, 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 doot.
Hold on a minute.
All right.
You're holding on.
Yep. I moved back over.
Hold on, wait a minute. Silence.
You know what? Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Never mind.
This is happening a lot today. What is with everybody going like, everybody being super secretive,
Shady
Don't-
Town.
I
being
don't.
as
Yannick will say to the chef, I don't suppose you have uh, ideas on who wants to kill your mayor, do you?
Well, if anybody wanted to kill the mayor, it would be Miles. But he hasn't set foot in this town for 4 years.
Hmm. Well,
People. You know what? I could use a little something. What 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 do you think I could use there?
he's trying to
jogged your
justify this.
memory? Yes, I think he is.
I'm like, what the heck? Well, he's the sheriff.
Let's see.
I'm so confused. Like, what? I don't get it.
Well,
I'm a little parched at the moment.
well, I got some water in my canteen, but if you want anything stronger than that, you're gonna have to go to the saloon.
I could use something to wet my whistle.
I don't see
Well,
that. No, I'm kidding.
the rain barrel's outside. I didn't think I had to walk you around your own sheriff's office and teach you where everything was at.
Yeah, if you told me. Here. And he just gives them like, $10.
That's a lot in the West. Damn.
Yeah, that's like just tossing over $100.
That's the meme. Open your eyes, boy. You ain't never seen no dollar bill. It's a dollar bill.
He quickly pockets that, and he nods to the doctor, hair doctor.
If you ever call me here again, I will shoot you.
I don't know accents. I thought you were German.
If you ever call me German again, I will shoot you.
I ain't speak German either.
I just look back at the doctor and go, you know, I think that's the start of a beautiful friendship.
Perhaps.
People have seen cloaked figures darting in.
Oh,
We can't
funny.
hear nothing about them because they're gone by the time we get there. Might be useful information, but I thought you should know.
After we gave you $10.
After you gave me $10, yeah.
I grumble under my breath as I walk back towards the door.
Remember, sheriffs don't really have to pass the test.
Oh, and
They
a
are just
ranger.
chosen.
That's true. Yeah,
Watch your back.
They are elected.
I always do.
Trust nobody in this town.
I don't usually.
We literally just got here. I don't trust anyone because I
Not
don't
even
know anyone.
yourself.
Well, I mean, technically that's true. We're all werewolves, so.
We are all, and I quote, Gerger bark. Bark? Woof. Thanks for my TED Talk.
Alright, so I guess after that, I'll exit.
And, yeah.
That happened.
Where do you want to head next? The gallows?
Yeah, might as well go to the gallows.
So, did we find out about this Miles guy?
He hasn't been in town for years.
Yeah, he left town, hasn't come back.
Very
not-
distinguishable too. So
Again,
unless
because he obviously could not have shaved his mutton chops in in
Yes.
all these years.
however, yes, that was a possibility mentioned. He could have shaved his mutton chops.
Yeah.
Additionally, we were told there are sus people
Yeah.
been going in and out of alleyways in town.
That's to be expected. Like I said, it's just some average Joe who's doing this, I bet.
Well, I mean, they're like cloaked, and like there's a lot of them apparently. Which
Well,
is
your average Joe
not-
can buy a cloak.
well, yeah,
I
but
feel like-
that's like
Not many
I keep
stores.
going back to the fact that this is the West.
Not many
Nobody
stores
has
carry.
cloaks.
Not many stores carry cloaks.
yeah, it's the Wild West.
Make
dude.
your own.
More carry ponchos than cloaks.
Oh,
Yeah.
You could just grab a blanket and some, I don't know, some string or whatever. You can make a cloak.
Is true.
That's true. But they're all black, though. I feel like we
Well-
should hit the tailor shop.
Well, blankets are usually black or gray during this time.
Ooh, wait, that's
that's
actually
true.
smart. Tailor shop's not a bad idea. Seeing if maybe came in
Oh.
for clothes.
That's true.
Damn.
Yeah, because, I
Yes.
mean, that'd be the place that would have blankets.
Would
Oh.
likely have to be custom made.
Which means that
They'd have to be
perfect place ask
tailored.
about it.
That's
Unless
very
they're-
smart.
Unless they're from out of town, but then the question is why.
Yeah, because, I mean, cloaks are very distinctive.
Yep.
Ba-boom.
All right. Well, we are heading to the gallows because that's where we said we were going, and we're gonna meet up with everybody else there.
Yeah, the gallows
Okay.
isn't on the map.
Ah. Well, do we stick together for this one, or just go ahead and go?
I'll follow.
Yeah, might as well just stick together then.
Might as well.
Safety in numbers. Look at those wolves from last session.
Fair. Yeah.
It's probably about 2 o'clock at the.
Okay.
What's the moon at, by the way? Just curious.
Well, it's 2 p.m., so it's not currently out.
Well, I mean, what's the moon at tonight?
Don't worry, you have long enough before the full moon.
Okay.
I will let you guys know when the full moon is happening.
Or approaching. Gotcha.
Some important information, but kind of useless right now.
Cool.
So you all meet up at the gallows?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Alright, there's a gallows right behind
Sheriff's
Doc's
office?
Oh, I also stopped to check on my wagon, see how it's going.
Your wolves are just chilling inside.
All right. Then I guess we go over to the gallows and look for a bullet.
Trying to see any spent casings. He said how long ago he was shot at, right?
Wasn't it a while back, like 4 weeks or something?
That
Yeah.
was when the guy got injured, I think.
Uh,
Or no,
Oh
that was
yeah,
from the Wendigo.
yeah.
yeah.
No, wait, no, the Wendigo was a week ago. The shooting, the first attack on his life happened 4 weeks ago. No. 4 weeks ago was when the guys were hanged. God, yeah, it was 4 weeks ago that the guys were hanged. The group.
He
And
never
we're
That's
actually
what.
said how long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's assumed like probably sometime between then and now. Look,
Okay.
can't ask every question.
That's true. That's true.
Also, just so you know, DM, he is I did pass the target number. The mayor is under benediction.
Good job.
Thank you. We out here saving lives. I find it really funny. I find it really funny in this setting that like, if you go to church, you survive the next like bullet wound like every day. If your pastor's good enough and he like says his speech, like you survive a bullet wound.
Well, it's only if the pastor is also blessed by God.
True.
Very, very true.
Like not every pastor is a blessed.
Not every pastor is good at his job. Yeah, I get it.
Well, if that's your metric.
Yeah, you have to be blessed by God to be a good pastor. God, that's messed up.
Right?
So down here, there's the gallows,
All right.
and
I guess we move our little tokens.
Whoa. What is this place? Oh,
This
general
is that
store.
town.
Okay. Yep,
This is
general
it.
store, weapon store. Okay.
Yeah.
It's right
this
next to
is
where I
this
parked my
is Dead
frickin'
Rock, sir.
right next to where I parked the wagon too.
All right.
Yep. There's just a
So-
gallows a few yards away.
Well, I guess I'm looking for a bullet.
There is indeed
Yeah,
Well, we're looking.
that
Oh,
was
okay.
terrible.
You
What-
don't
well-
you don't have to roll to find the hole. There's a hole in
Yeah.
the post that
Ah.
a bullet went through, and yes, it went clean through.
Can
Huh.
we attempt to find the casing?
Can I like?
Well, no, it'd still
not
be in the
mine.
revolver.
Oh yeah, because he wouldn't have popped it out to reload yet.
Yeah.
So, can I like, in my mind, roughly measure how many inches the wood is thick? Without a ruler, just like
This
kind of
is
guess.
a 2x4, basically.
Okay. So
Also-
it's something high powered, isn't it?
Did it go? It went clean through.
Went clean through.
Gotcha.
It's impressive.
Can we like follow the trajectory of the bullet hole to see where it like landed?
You can try.
Seeing that. Actually, that's gonna be quite difficult. If we're in the sand and it's been weeks, it's likely gone. Can we instead see where
You
like
can make a search roll.
can we actually see the opposite where it was
I-
shot from potentially?
Can I use an engineering roll to try to figure out the trajectory and invent ballistic forensics?
Sure.
Trying to see for like traces of gunpowder.
Nope.
Ooh my God!
And we all
So-
roll bad.
All right, all
You
right, no
can-
guys.
Is
you
there-
can spend a chip on that.
Is there a
Which
piece-
chip?
Is there a
White-
piece of
white
wood?
chip.
Is there anything behind this piece of wood, like a second piece of wood or something like that?
No.
I'm gonna do that. Why not?
It's just a tall 2x4 that goes up, and then There's another 2x4 that the rope hangs off from.
Can I
Alright.
can I make a similar check to try like a similar search check to try and find out where the
That's one
bullet came
success.
from?
So
Is there heavy splintering at the back?
Gonna have to make him look up like gun forensics and how bullets work.
Well, for a gun back then, I mean, this during the Civil War, there were mini balls being stopped by wooden fences and whatnot. The penetration capabilities were not something that anyone cared about because no one had armor or cover.
It is slightly
Right.
more advanced.
By now, with
The
metallic cartridges.
yeah, and also like revolvers like they can be pretty decently. They can have a pretty decent kick, but nothing compared to what we have nowadays. True.
Yeah, I mean, for the longest time, the Colt Walker was the most powerful handgun.
I mean, hell, is this even a bullet? Like, is this even a bullet hole? It could be some other form of projectile, some maybe a creature's
we
ranged
kind of
weapon.
jumped to conclusions.
We did. And a creature, if it is
there
a
is
cultic
indeed
creature,
splintering out the back.
Noted.
Hmm.
But as for creating bullet forensics, you know that it was shot from the church tower.
and one other question.
Which I did not put a church on them.
Which Yannick will point at the tower and say, "There is where our shot came from."
One other question, if I may. Could I smell? Do I smell any residuals of gunpowder or any? Do I see any glint of my like splint like what's the word for it? Steel that's been broken
You have
off
a
of gun.
werewolf power for this, right?
I do.
Then please roll whatever is tied to that.
It's just a search check, but I get a modifier.
Yeah, roll a search with them.
14. I was like, what's the most apt werewolf power for an investigative monster hunting uh inquisitor? And I was like, you know, being able to sense shit, predatory senses.
You use your predatory senses. Your eyes flash yellow as you take in a deep smell. Rabbit.
Are
Wood.
you see like? Oh,
A hint
the
of
damn-
polish.
okay,
Horse feces.
okay.
Gunpowder.
Okay. Is that all?
Yeah.
All right. We pull away. A more disgruntled look on our face. Our tail swipes right in the direction of the rabbit. And we're like, there's a rabbit over there. Anyway, gunpowder. I definitely smell it. It was more than likely a gun, not some supernatural ranged attack, meaning that the creature that we are dealing with is either a person or an extremely humanoid-esque monster.
They fired from the church tower. Would the monster be able to enter a church? I don't know how this works.
Some aren't, some are. It very depending on the type of monster. Ghosts often enough haunt the mausoleums beneath some churches that are less properly maintained. It all depends. I think our best bet is to go and investigate this.
How far away, like in yards, is the church from the gallows?
It's back up the hill where you came. Uh, about halfway to the governor's man.
Well, how long was the walk? Was it like a little while, or do you get it pretty much immediately?
It's a bit of a walk. Yeah, you have to walk up a hill, and it's at the top of the hill. But there's a church that you pass along the way that looks dilapidated.
Is it
Oh.
wide of their eyes distance? Like where you can make out the whites of someone's eyes?
I have no idea what distance that is. I'm sorry.
That's like usually like 10. I want to say 10 yards, 15 yards.
Oh, that's a bit of an under exaggeration. I mean, actually, no, I guess you're right. It's I'm hard trying to put. Is it a range someone with a rifle this time would like kind of know how to shoot?
Like, would it
That's
be a
more I'm
difficult
asking.
shot?
Yeah, that's more what I'm getting at there.
Roll a knowledge check.
Excuse me.
Okay. Knowledge. That's just straight up knowledge.
Yeah, just knowledge.
5.
No -4.
Oh, does it just automatically calculate the -4? Because I got a 5, but I'm not sure if that's with or
No,
without the
no, no, no,
-4.
no, no, no. I just wanted a straight knowledge.
Well, I'll just press the little die button next to the knowledge.
Yeah, that was just straight knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. You did
Oh.
you did it correctly.
That's
Good
good.
job.
Huzzah.
But no, it doesn't automatically calculate -4.
No, but there isn't a -4, I don't think.
No.
But yeah, you gotta manually add that in.
But yeah, you being a rifleman yourself, you could make that shot.
Alright. So it's not like we're dealing with some expert assassin here or whatever. Because even coming so. Yeah, obviously they missed, but coming so close as to it being like a close call, definitely good, especially considering the fact that we don't really have telescopic sights.
I
To
have
be
a
fair,
I
in the
have a theory.
moment. Oh, okay.
I do not believe he wants to kill the mayor.
What leads you to believe that?
The fact he is telling him he is a wolf in sheep's clothing, I think and to come back. I think he wants him to join him, and he is trying to scare him from office.
It's
Now,
not the worst.
did he say that he was a wolf in sheep's clothing or a sheep in wolf's clothing?
Yeah, he says sheep's and wolf's clothing.
And also, that was quite a long time ago, was it not? How long ago did you say that whole like guy came into town, rambling and trying to get him back to his gang or something?
I'm gonna take my journal out of my haversack and start jotting down the
If
dates so we
if
don't
I
forget them.
if I remember right, he said the last time he tried to stab him was the time he said that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it would have been within the last couple of weeks. Okay.
So just for future reference, Robert records all of these dates and whatnot. So if we're ever wondering the past, I guess we just automatically know them. Because I know I don't.
I guess should I? Is that correct, DM? Just a clarification.
Do you want me to give you a notes handout?
I mean, you don't need to. When you're like, oh, was it a month ago or whatever, we just know because I wrote it down. I probably should have done that in real life, but I didn't.
Damn.
Because I have his journal and charcoal pencil, but I really haven't done anything with them.
Yeah, it would probably behoove everybody for people to take note.
All right. I meant that in character. I have normal pencils in real life.
Yeah, I figured.
But yeah, I guess just offering that up as a theory.
Okay.
That definitely could be the case.
Yeah.
I think we first need to investigate the tower. We might find out more information there. We have other leads too.
You all mentioned that there was something to do with cloak.
Yeah, we hit the clothing store. We can see if anybody's been buying cloaks in bulk,
I see.
or
Let's see
even
first.
just a cloak.
Let us first investigate the tower. Unless my memory fails me, you can correct me if I'm wrong, DM. Only the pastors actually have access to the locked door that leads to the bell tower because they don't want common folk like ringing it.
That is correct.
Only a pastor has access to the bell tower. The door is usually locked to prevent uh, dumb teenagers from causing a commotion.
Very true.
So,
Well,
let us investigate. You're
off to
heading
the church.
and then it sounds like the up next is the other place.
Tailor
What's it
shop.
called? Yes, tailor shop.
Yep.
All right. So, we will go over to the church.
Yeah.
Which I I didn't draw.
That's fair.
I kind of just pulled it out of my.
That's fine.
The DM trying to silently tell you that you're on a tangent. Yeah, I have no idea what you're fucking doing.
But you can tell that this church has there's no church.
Oh,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
well, bit.
There's a hole on the other side. Like this church has not been used in.
Watch your step. The ground could be coming apart.
That's fair. And of course, I do watch my step because don't want to fall.
I'm gonna head up so I can
Yeah.
gauge the possibility of the shot.
And also see if there's
The
any
door is
casings left
locked.
over.
Excuse me, Theorod.
No, the keys are not universal.
May I
No,
try
I
to
know.
think? May I try to
It's
use?
more that. Would you mind if I kick down a door in the house of the Lord?
Before you do
This,
that, can I try to use tinkering to pick the lock?
yeah, we are just gonna clear our throat and just say this has not been consecrated for some time. There is no pastor manning this, so there is no qualms.
Well, I'll let Doc give it a shot, and if he can't do it, I'll try to kick it down.
Well,
But the fact,
maybe let the GM tell me if I can do it first.
yeah,
Oh, that's my bad.
Sure.
but the fact that this door is locked, that means that the killer or the attempted killer is at least somewhat competent. He didn't
The
leave
lock.
behind traces.
The lock. You make sweet love to and it has a cigarette in it now that is lit, and a puff of smoke comes out as the door swings open.
To be
Uh,
fair, lockpicking's a lot easier when you use lube.
you know, I said that this place is not consecrated, and I don't care about such profane things in the house of the Lord.
I
The
cannot help
former
that
house of the Lord.
I cannot help that I am good with my fingers.
At least marry it. At least marry it. Jeez.
Let me see what them fingers can do.
But yeah, you can go up into the tower now. There's obviously a second floor.
Obviously. Climb the stairs, go to the tower, I guess.
Yep.
The stairs go to the second floor and then go over to another set of stairs that go up to the tower.
Lead to the tower. Yeah.
It's like that church from Fallout 4.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Is the
am lit.
second story look uninhabited as well? Is there any footprints in the dust before we all travel up here? Dust do leave pretty good
Search.
footprints.
Search.
All right.
I want to point out that as we are playing, I am modding Fallout 4 right now.
That's really fun.
That's cool.
Rob
What is
again?
Nice.
What is it with me and 14s today? So many 14s.
It's your lucky number.
I guess. You know,
Even though you
The DM?
succeeded, I'm going to say no.
the DM trying to make a difficult challenge. Also, the DM. Why are my players rolling so good? But I don't see any. I don't see any check. Like, I guess.
You see
Let me
animal
ask what you mean.
tracks.
Yeah. Okay. Let me clarify what you mean by that. Are you saying no that like I failed, or no like I know you rolled really good, but I need this to be somewhat challenging?
No, I need this to be somewhat challenging.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not
You see
really
mouse
seeing it.
tracks. That's about it.
I do see mouse tracks, but I don't see any human.
Perhaps it is a weremouse.
Perhaps, or perhaps, I mean, it could be a spirit with a gun, but that I find highly unlikely. Something that doesn't leave tracks, werebat, could be a vampire, it could be something that could fly, simply enter into the top floor without having to travel across this area at all. Or it could simply be blind.
True.
Or I could simply just not see shit.
But we're gonna head upstairs. I need to roll a failure at least once a session. That's fair, DM.
That is fair.
Because I look, I've got the power of God and anime on my side. Okay, I've got some pretty decent rolls going on.
So you head up into the tower, and there's a nice breeze up here. It's a bit of a strong breeze.
Too strong. Air elemental. Throws you
No,
off.
no, no, no. Not not too strong, but it's a bit strong. It would definitely make a shot harder.
I'm gonna pull out the old rifle, flip up the sights on it, and just try to like play through it in my head.
I also would like to, while he's doing that, look for casings or any remainders of bullets, any signs that someone was here recently in this tower specifically. Because obviously, like if somebody just flew up here, right? It wouldn't
Right.
matter.
Give me
Is there-
a TNN search check.
So is and I assume there's like kind of like a windowsill sort of situation on the tire, right?
Okay,
Or
I
is it
rolled-
just
I rolled-
it's just my
Damn
God,
it, Soren.
it's just completely like open air.
This is completely open air up here.
So there's no like something you could mount it on. You'd just be holding it in your hands.
or resting it on because I assume there's like a railing or like a side wall.
Yeah, that's what I meant by like windowsill kind of thing. I just phrased it poorly.
Yeah, there is a railing.
Okay. Now, is there like a bag or anything on it?
Is there a what?
Like a bag, like a bag full of sand or like grains or something. That's a really silly question, but
Something to rest a gun on instead of just the
yeah.
hardwood. Because the
Mhm.
hardwood it would jostle around. Is there a cushion,
Yes.
basically?
Oh. Well, if I don't mind, I'll take out my bayonet, and poke a hole in it to see what's inside.
Rice.
Well, I think we found what our killer used to fire their shot.
Ooh, is
Only
it
makes
just a
sense.
bag of rice that was placed there, or is this like just all around? Like, does this look like it's been there, or is this something that the killer brought placed?
Well, it does look like it's been there for a little while because it was so
The
long
shot
ago.
happened.
The shot happened
Yeah.
quite a bit ago.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's actually part of the intended architecture of this.
No, why the
thing.
fuck would
It's
there be a bag of rice up here?
Yeah, and
yeah,
the
no,
bell tower.
that was the question. I was like, I was like, look, maybe they used rice all around. Okay, maybe that was what they did for like a little cushion. I don't know. Just asking.
Alright.
Maybe the
Right?
rice is the preacher.
Look, I'm like a cleric in 5e. Okay, I'm good at seeing things. I'm not good at thinking about things. Okay.
That's fair. Well, the way I see it, our would-be sniper assassin rested their rifle on this here bag of rice.
And then that's a 14 from my search to see if there's any casings or signs of a person other than the bag.
There is an empty bottle.
Has the rice gone bad?
The rice is stale, yeah.
Oh,
Picking
that's
up
a
the
shame.
bottle, do I smell any alcohol?
You smell
Like
alcohol, yeah.
dry alcohol? Okay. And there's
Is
no
it enough to
bullet
get?
casing, right?
Is it enough to knock someone out, get someone drunk, and
It's empty, I
pour?
assume.
It is like a small Kentucky. It's a small like bourbon bottle.
Probably not enough to get someone drunk to the point of missing their shot.
Maybe
No.
calm nerves, though.
I was gonna say the same thing, yeah.
And no bullet casing I can see, correct?
No.
Okay. Likely, it either probably fell off the side or they picked it up.
I will repeat
It
my
could have.
idea that perhaps he is not intending to kill the mayor.
But in order to not intend to kill the mayor, shooting a gun close to him without hitting him is still somewhat difficult to do with a
There
maximum
is
degree of certainty.
The wood is a smaller target than the mayor.
Oh,
like I said, there is a breeze up here that would change the trajectory of a bullet to someone that's untrained in
and
firing
also,
arrows.
Also, someone who just didn't bother to think of the wind, I suppose. Just
someone who was drinking. Who drinks
maybe.
before they're going to assassinate somebody?
Well, if you're a little worried about it, you want to calm the nerves, like you mentioned previously.
Oh,
Then,
yes, but
then either they are trying to scare him or they are a very poor assassin.
a trained killer would know that it is nothing to be nervous about. They would have no reason for this. We're dealing with an adept or a novice either way. But I'm going to take this to the storekeeper, see if he has sold any bourbon bottles similar to this,
I
or
want to
any
try the
bags of
saloon
rice,
before then.
or any bags of rice, and also give him the time frame within a
Does
couple weeks ago.
this bag have like a mark on it, like a company or whatever? It's just like a canvas bag.
General Chang's rice.
General
General
Chang's rice. Well, that's a
General
bit more
Chang's rice.
information than we had.
All right.
Sure.
You guys want to take the bottle to the tavern or to the inn or the fucking Ward's saloon, and I'll take the bag of rice to the general store. See if either one turns up any leads.
Sounds good.
All right.
It would have happened a week or two ago at least.
And we got like 15 minutes left, so I think we're gonna call it here and leave it on this little cliffhanger.
Yeah,
All right, sounds good.
we're
That works.
investigating the hell out of this town. And also, I'm curious, how much of tangent we've gone on, or if we're actually
Yeah.
getting close to solving the problem.
I want to ask GM, would this be do my curious endurance or no?
This would, yeah, you can get a white chip for that.
I'm guessing no, but gotta ask.
I messed with Sharp a little bit, and he did the same.
Yeah.
Unless I'm crazy, the usual.
So,
Usually,
is there any
applying,
hindrances that anybody has played into at the moment?
other than
Think-
being a
Oh, go ahead.
Curious and Ferner.
I mean, really, the only one I played into is self-righteous, word of God. You know, my character seems to not care about the money at all, more so the people.
Being fair,
Very Christian behavior.
I played into Foreigner hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
German.
enemy. I did enemy.
I did Big Britches and
Yeah.
Law of the West.
Yep, Law of the West. So I'm gonna give everybody 2 chips,
Oh shit! Wait.
2 white
2
chips.
legendary chip. Oh,
Aw. Yeah, I
Two.
was about to say.
Do what kind of chips?
White chips,
All right.
and you can put all that towards your bounty.
All right.
Nice.
So how much? 1 to 1 for white, 1 to 2 for red, 1 to 3 for blue.
Yep.
Okay. And then when can we spend a bounty?
You can spend bounty in between sessions or right before a session.
Because I got 15 points.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so in the
I haven't used
time
much.
in the time between next session, spend your bounty. Don't forget to
Gotcha.
spend your bounty.
okay.
Gotcha.
I have quite
And you can buy another rank in a werewolf power for 10 bounty. So you know.
highway robbery.
No, that's fine. How much is a new miracle? Do you know?
No.
Fair enough. I'll have to look into that then. All right, no problem. I will talk to all of you guys later.
See you next time.
Alright.
See you all next
Oh.
week.
Alright. Yeah, good night.
Yeah,
Night.
is there anything that anybody wants to go over with me before we end it?
No, I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, same. One of the things I'm considering though is moving my 2 ranks in ridicule over to overall instead.
Intimidate's usually useful.
Yeah.
Dodge is also really useful. I have found out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ranking that up, I think.
That's really funny. I have a lot of modifiers for overall, but my dice I only have 1, and that's because I can use chastise to just use my faith instead of my overall
Cheater.
as the base dice. But I add any modifiers that I would have for my overall to my faith for it.
Nice.
There's a lot of really good. There's a lot of really good. What's the word? A lot of good blessings. A lot of blessings are really crazy, and the fact that they don't cost anything, unlike I think like your most other things, because they have like a mana system or like it costs money,
Yeah.
is useful. But they often have a drawback because of it,
Yep.
like lay on hands are rough. Oh, by the way, I haven't said this in character, but the Wendigo should actually be pretty easy to handle, unless it's multiple. If
Yeah.
it's just one Wendigo, it like, and when I say that, I mean like I have exorcism, so if I get close to it, I can start exercising it.
Nice.
And if I start exercising it, I have talked to the DM about like how that works. It basically takes both of us out of the combat for the duration of the exercising
Nice.
until it's finished. Which, by the way, means you have to defend me for 4 hours.
Oh, well, I mean,
But
that's no problem.
Well, I
But,
mean, you might be able to
yeah.
exercise one of them then, if there's multiple.
if there's multiple, unfortunately, I probably can't do much about the other ones. But we want to try and save as many people as we can. So if this is a person who's been possessed, and also they might give us information that is important.
Yeah.
If this is a person that's been possessed, then being able to exercise them would obviously be really useful. And I mean, hell, like you could technically knock a Wendigo out, so that's a possibility, but also very dangerous one. You kind of want to shoot to kill with those things.
Oh, yeah.
I can at least take care of one.
I'm
Um,
I'm also very glad I got to pull out Jacques Herdot because one of my things when I was making this character was looking up Polish cursing.
oh,
Nice.
He essentially just yelled "fuck me."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my
And
guy
no one understands what he says.
my lizard. I'm pretty sure has some German heritage. His parents are probably German, like from Germany. He currently lives. He's from Iowa.
This is this is currently the time where Poland is been split between Germany, Austria, and Russia. So he is not a fan of Germans, Austrians, or Russians.
I see. Well, my character judges people based on the content of the character. So, but yeah, he is born and raised in America, but his parents, he has some of that lineage, and some of the accent. That's how he was raised.
Yeah.
It is really funny.
But
I think my character's still.
how do you how do you how do you feel about the mystery so far?
I love it.
I like it too.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun exploring towns. A lot of fun thing. I do hope there is combat eventually, but obviously the mystery. I'm having a lot of fun because a lot of the miracles kit is keyed around support, and like I have a lot of things that are good for support. Like I only have one really offensive miracle, and that's halt. Just stops somebody from in their tracks.
I was planning to
That's
take
good enough though.
I was planning to take knowledge occult, and I'm kind of regretting not doing that now.
Yeah.
It is useful.
Well, academia occult.
Yeah.
Well, it's really funny because not only did I take the perceptive or the keen senses trait, I also I put 3 points into werewolf the werewolf keen senses, basically predatory senses. Um which means that like it turns me into a beast when it comes to like just so you know, all those 14s I haven't exploded a single time.
Yeah, I also have the keen senses for werewolf. But that's more because I didn't see anything else I wanted.
Yeah. It applies to a lot of roles.
Well,
It does.
I did see something else I wanted, but I already got leader of the pack to 5, so
Yeah. Ooh, leader of the pack, that's an interesting one.
yeah, just 5 wolves. Just because the GM and I were talking about the steam wagon, and he said I might need security for it. And then later on, I was looking at the werewolf powers, and I'm like, oh, there's security, 5 wolves.
Reminds me of in this other campaign, we have a skyship, and it's fantasy medieval setting. And we have this skyship, right? It's actually say fantasy medieval. It's actually the time period. It's closer to, it's like a Cold War fantasy,
Yeah.
in a fantasy setting, or not Cold War, like World War II. No, World War One. But like it's fantasy setting and homebrew world, and so like guns exist and people wear have like machine guns and stuff like that. But obviously it's fantasy. It's high fantasy. Um, and we're in this airship, and one of the characters is a psionic, and it's a psionic like airship, so like you need psionics to pilot it. They also have a huge ego, and they think of themselves like a goddess. And we actually found a crown or not a crown. We found a throne in their parents' mansion when we were raiding it because her parents like sold her to a military program, and so we were going to get revenge. Um, and uh when you sit on the throne, it summons like little gremlins based on your personality to do things. And so she just like whenever she's like piloting the ship, she just sits on that throne and summons the gremlins who run around the ship like helping man the masts and everything. It's really funny.
Sounds funny.
And the gremlins are different based on the person. Like it depends on who sits.
Nice.
They're very similar to like Mr. Meeseeks from fucking Rick and Morty, because like they're like, we stop existing when our task is complete. We crave it. Please send us out of existence.
How do you feel about kobolds so far?
I'm having a lot of fun. We didn't do nearly enough tomfoolery. Should have done more. We should have been throwing mud at the buildings. We should have been throwing gnomes down wells. But it's session one. We gotta break out the mold, so to speak.
Yeah.
I did have a lot of fun though. That's just me being a little Piece of shit. I just wish I got a harmonica. It's kind of fucked up.
Play your cards right. We might have a kobold band.
Oh my god. It's your boy. Yo, I'm playing the yipper.
The person that goes, yeah.
We're singing Careless Yips.
Yep, 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 yep.
Nice.
We would get
Yep, yep,
gunned
yep,
down in the
yep.
street so fast.
Oh yeah.
It's really funny. We almost got shot at the gates. But we're cool like that. We rolled really good on our diplomacy. And he's like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on you, you know, kobolds." And we're like, "I was like, I didn't know you could speak. You can speak? Well, you have rights." No, you don't. Sorry. What am I saying? You're sentient? I
You
am
have
really
rights? No.
no. Not in human land, no. But down in kobold land, we have lots of rights and lefts. That's how directions work.
Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
halfway through, I switched that joke up because I thought it'd be funnier.
That was a pretty good joke, though. Not gonna lie.
See you guys. Whoop.